Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You're going to see it on MGM Grand. Only one will stand. And Bill Haney, William E. Haney come with that fight plan.
They didn't think niggas out of Oakland was going to push up on their ass. You dig?
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Well, tell the truth and shame the devil that Devin is a bad motherfucker.
WBC, the lightweight champion of the world.
Come get the real belts, not this ain't franchise shit.
That boy is good.
Bill Haney, say his name 3 times, pop up like candy, man.
When you talk about that, you talk about one of the best fighters in boxing.
SDS Promotions.
You're going to see it on MGM Grand. Only one will stand. And Bill Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All the beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing.
keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling out. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside Ring Walk Danny and Rashidi Ellis starting the show with us. Rashidi, we do apologize. We had a little bit of technical difficulties getting the live stream going, but we are ready to rock and roll. Excited to have you on the show and excited to finally talk to you about an actual date, man. You got to fight, right? Like you're in camp, yes? Did he pause? Did we lose him? Oh, my God. Okay, what a beautiful intro. Danny, how you doing? Bill Haney's coming to Australia.
Yes, sir. What up, champ?
Hey. He killed the whole flow. He's not there. But listen, yeah, man, Bill has gotten approved.
Bill.
Talk about mind games, huh?
Bill should be on his flight now.
What is the official information for the people?
Lou DiBella tweeted this morning at 5:16 a.m. Pacific, which was exactly 1 hour and 7 minutes ago. He said Bill Haney will be boarding his flight in an hour. He will arrive in Melbourne tomorrow evening. Lou is in Melbourne, so it is currently...
But it's Saturday there now.
Friday night. I guess technically, yes, it is after midnight now, so it is technically Saturday now.
Is that I keep thinking I'm on the East. If I was on the East, it would be 9, so that means it would be 9 p.m. for them, right? Or is it 2 more hours, you said?
No, 2 more. 2 more. So
it would be 11 over there.
Okay.
Actually, I got the Australian one.
Let me see.
Yeah,
I got the world.
Yeah, me too. I got the world clock.
So yeah, it's currently it's 11:25 p.m. in Melbourne. So it's still Friday night.
And in Sydney, same time
so
in Sydney.
It's still Friday night out there. So Bill will be arriving after the weigh-in.
That's crazy. I thought they were in the future. Oh, no, we are Friday. We're Friday morning. Okay, fuck.
Yeah, we're Friday morning, they're Friday night. In 35 minutes, it'll be Saturday. But
So
yeah.
he just got to get there for Sunday.
Yeah, so he'll
So
be
he
there.
can actually waste his Saturday, which is our tomorrow, but somehow he still gets there. That's so funny.
Yeah, so he'll miss the weigh-in, but he'll be there. He'll get there tomorrow
Which
evening.
is Saturday for them is the weigh-in.
Right.
But that's so crazy. That's the best news that this fight could have gotten. Not because, I'm Team Haney, but because it's like the government looks good. The Australian government looks good. Yes, it took long, but they look good. They sympathized, they showed empathy, and boom, Bill is allowed to get into the country. And he is not Mike Tyson. So they got that off. Kambosos looks good. I told you he was intelligent. In the press conference, what did he say to this guy? The Victorian government, whoever's out there. I can't do it. But he's like, yo, let this man's father in. And he fucking looks good. But now for the fight, no excuses. No excuses. Devin can't. Haney can't. Team Haney can't say my father wasn't there. My mom wasn't right. I'm sure Devin got the news about 24 hours ago, at least 10 hours ago. If we getting it now, he must have gotten it a long time ago. So just mentally and in his own mind and heart, his spirit must be up. But maybe we're back with Rashidi Ellis. He's joining.
All right.
And we're going to be getting Rashidi Ellis on Zoom all the way from Boston, right? Is he in Massachusetts? Is it Providence? Something like that?
We'll see where he's. I know he is from Mass, right?
Yo, it's 8:27 in Omaha. You seen that Bud is in Colorado Springs? Oh, you ain't know that?
Nah, so he can't.
That's what everyone's assuming. He posted view of the mountains.
And I do want to give a huge shout out to Benny the Jeweler and Damian Lilly, as they are both in Melbourne already in support of Devin Haney.
Shouldn't you pull that up and show the people? Because I can't believe
huge.
that.
That's
that
huge.
is huge. But
that's huge.
I'm such a friend's friend that it's like, once you told me he's from the Bay, I'm like, oh, all right, that makes sense. But the truth is, I don't know anybody who's coming out from North for Shakur that's a star. I don't see Tretch in them out here.
So this is Benny the Jeweler. Obviously posting in Melbourne, and Benny's obviously been known to be Devin Haney's jeweler. One of. So shout out to Benny. I got the chance to meet him after the JoJo fight. Very
Shout out to our guy. Danny couldn't make it, so we got Saquon approved. And Saquon is out there. He sent Canna some footage, and he was so close. It was crazy.
We good on that one. And let me pull up Dame. How we doing on Rashidi?
Yo, he pulling up Instagrams and shouting them out that he don't even follow. Yo, Danny is so funny with this follow and not like.
What you talking about?
Nothing,
here we go.
Look, another dude he don't follow.
Yeah, you weird, bro. Can I get a screen share? So this is Damian Lilly out there in Melbourne with his boxing coach, his wife, and then a friend of his. And he said, we just here to see Devin Haney get these straps and we going home. Hashtag real town shit. Hashtag the dream. Hashtag real support. Then he tags Andre Ward and says, where you at? So
I know.
So then,
I seen that. Shots fired, bro. I seen that. And it's true. But Ward doesn't really have a connection with Devin. But that's what I'm saying. He on some city shit. He fuck it. If you don't know him, you from the city. But it does. You see, Ward isn't like that. So I give Ward a pass. He's not at fights.
And you know what? Let me tell you something.
Well, let me finish. And he's commentating from home. That shows you how much he's not at fights. I'm sure he's been offered a job and get paid more to be there. And he's like, no, I'll take a pay cut to be home with my family.
Right.
But you all the last gold medalists from Oakland and U.S. You all fucking like Andre Ward, undefeated.
Let me tell you, I met Dame at an Andre Ward fight.
So he was already supporting.
Bro, we were sitting literally 2 seats down from each other. You get what I'm saying? My boy who called in, shout out to Keon, my boy who called in, he happened to have an extra seat on the floor. And I had a nosebleed. And he like, nah, bro, come sit on the floor with me. And that was dope. And I met him at Ward Kovalev too. So, shout out to Dame. That's huge. And, I love to see it. But it looks like we've once again lost Rashidi.
He's in. He just doesn't have his mic on or connected or his camera on.
Okay. So looks like we're still sorting that.
Well, just, whenever he's really, really, really ready, let us know.
Yeah, it looks like people commenting, asking about other fighters and maybe people going out there to support. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. If you guys see anything, let us know who. I
know Clarissa said she was going, right?
She said she was thinking about going. I know she said she was thinking about going. Let's see. But, man, it's huge. But Bill Haney is on his way, and so was Bob Ware. And Bob Ware made it to Australia, but it doesn't look like he's made it out of the airport, Ness.
Who's Bob Ware?
The cut man.
Oh. Rashidi, we hear you. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, man? It's my work,
Man, what, you in the basement? They got you in the dungeon?
Nah, we are chilling.
Yo, the internet is very choppy, man. Can you get by like a window so we know you alive?
Oh man!
See, look how long. Look at that delayed reaction right there. I'm telling you, we might have to reschedule and shit. Look, it's freezing.
Let me see right now.
Let's see if it turn off the video. See if it runs better, because it'll be less heavy on the internet for you on that side. Maybe you want to try to turn off the camera. See if it helps the internet. Can you hear me?
Let me see right now.
Well, we're trying to connect with Rashidi Ellis, welterweight, now working with PBC. I'm hoping to find out some info on a possible new date. Joe, don't worry about it. Disconnect. Bo, send him the number. Have him call in to Blog Talk. Thank you. All right, so I got a poll up. Bill Haney granted approval for travel visa for Australia. Does this help Haney get the win? Haney definitely getting win now. No, this means nothing. Any other options you have for the poll?
I mean, I think that it just makes it much more sweeter.
I mean, is that a separate answer from he's definitely getting the win now? Because he's definitely getting the win now, and we have no. This means nothing.
So I'm gonna tell you, when I walked in, Austin, what I tell you? What did I say when I walked in?
They fucked up.
I think that Devin might just put it on them even worse.
So do I leave these last two options?
Sure, whatever you want to do, champ.
Do we need to add any others? Do you think there's any others that the public would want to choose?
So read the first one again.
Haney definitely getting the win now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could leave it at that.
And then, no, this means nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. The question is kind of like,
You don't like the question?
I don't think there's really going to be a division. Well, put it out there. There might be.
I'm so shocked that he says it. The question is, when, think about it, right? It's like, if Bill didn't get there, the built-in excuse that Haney isn't himself because he's not there with his father was this. So now you're acting like the question doesn't matter. Now he got granted. Like, does this help Or did it never mean anything? Was Devin still going to be the best Devin? Or were people going to say, no, he's not the best Devin because his father's not there?
Obviously, it's not like Devin's not a world-class fighter already.
Exactly.
But I think it might, put him in a better mood knowing the fact that, like, okay, all is right after all.
Yeah, no, and to me, I think Devin's performance is going to be a lot more similar. But I think having his father and trainer of his whole life,
you know what?
Who knows him best, I think that'll maybe just have him a bit more at ease. But I don't even know as far as like his performance. Like I said, if anything, having Bill there might just he might just make it even more impressive. Who knows? Who knows? What you think, champ?
I'm just thinking that maybe there should have been an option that, like, father there or not, he still loses. See, and that's because you didn't help me. You didn't help me. You didn't help me think of anything.
But what do you think of the Bob Ware situation? Obviously, the cut man, Bob every day in camp would come to the gym.
I mean, hopefully he doesn't need him, because we heard in the gym yesterday that it's the other way around, that George cuts easy. Well, you weren't paying attention there either.
Was I by you? Because, I was, it's not like I was by your side 24/7.
No, it was just literally the guy that said it, you and me.
Oh, damn.
Yo, and there wasn't even that many people yesterday. I must have
been working. But,
Which we were, and I just want to remind you that every day there will be new videos on our YouTube channel. And I'm going to try and make that a thing, all right? Let's make that a thing to remind them that there's definitely new uploads every day. Me and Danny are going to gyms every day.
And
Bo. So we attack the city from 3 different angles. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're together and all 3 of us in the same place. Sometimes we're, separate into 2 teams in 2 different gyms, hitting all of them as much as possible. So Canna has an unlimited amount of videos and interviews, bag work, footwork, shadow boxing, weight shadow boxing, like you name it, we got it. Double end bag.
Maybe he would fucking need him because Bob Ware's who wraps his fucking hands. Why? What do you mean? Why would he need a cut man? That's who wraps your hands, bro. Bob wraps his hands. That's who wraps Floyd's hands.
Well, maybe you should have been a little more clear, because when you say cut man, the casual fan automatically is going to assume what you're saying. They didn't know the cut man plays a different role. Because some trainers, right? Nazim Richardson, for instance, rest in peace, he watches you get your raps and he raps Shane Mosley and Bernard. So in your example, the cut man, like Mike Rodriguez, who also sells War Tape, shout out to War Tape, shout out for always being our friend. Mike Rodriguez invented War Tape, and he wraps fighters' hands, and he's a cut man. So it's not everyone, Danny. Don't get so mad. Damn, Daniel. Don't get so mad. We got casual fans. You got to understand, we're growing, so new people are finding the show.
You right, Chan.
So, not every cut man is also the hand rapper, and not every trainer raps your hands. But Robert Garcia likes to rap hands.
Yo, Brandon.
Here's the thing that you won't hear in any other podcast about boxing, right? People charge, right? And because they charge to wrap their hands, what is it, like $50, $35?
It depends. I know Capetillo's charging about 35. Bob Ware's charging 50.
All right, so what the fighters do, right? Because you guys think these fighters are balling, bro. They get in their hands wrapped like for the month. They're saving that shit for the month and coming back, retaping that shit up with some new Mike Rodriguez War Tape. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to WBC too, because they did that collaboration with War Tape And we got some of that for our border war. So just shout out once again to Mike Rodriguez, War Tape, and everybody.
Yo,
at
that
War
man's
Tape.
a hustler, man. Let me tell you.
What? Who?
Mike.
Oh yeah, Canna, clip this.
Yeah, that man's a hustler
Who
for
is
sure.
This fucker. Hello.
Yeah, but that's getting random calls.
Hello.
On the show. And yeah, man, but hopefully Bob Ware is able.
Been calling me for 9 straight days. Won't like I don't even. It's not even blocked neither. Call back, shit don't work. Fucking spam calls. About to block that ass. What up though?
But yeah, so Bob Ware.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Austin, can I get a screen share on this, please? Bob Ware made the trip to Melbourne, and shout out to Jake Donovan putting out all this great information. Oh, okay, there we go. Beautiful. So Bob Ware, Haney Cutman detained at Melbourne Airport due to a visa application discrepancy. So this Jake Donovan put out 2 a.m. I hope he's working.
Shout out to Jake, man.
He said yet another key member of Devin Haney's team could be absent from the corner for the biggest fight of his career. BoxingScene.com has learned that Bob Ware, Haney's Cutman, was detained at Melbourne International Airport upon arrival Friday morning local time due to an alleged discrepancy on his visa application. Authorities claimed that Ware failed to disclose a conviction on his original Electronic Travel Authority visa application. According to a notice of intention to consider cancellation, a copy which was obtained by BoxingScene.com. Ware is currently under supervision of the Australian Border Force at Melbourne Immigration Transit Accommodation. The detention center is located
Detention center? They locked him up?
Oh, damn, man. Free Bob Ware. What the fuck?
He better not be in handcuffs.
Yo, they said
he better just be like being detained. Because he's in the country. Obviously, he's in the country.
Yeah, so he's in Melbourne. And
that's so strange that they let him in, though.
Nuts, listen, it says the detention center is located 30 minutes north of Marvel Stadium, where Las Vegas Haney defends his WBC lightweight title.
Oh, my God. That's criminal. That's like teasing you. Drive you mad.
Fights in Australia anymore.
No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
We're good on the screen there.
They shouldn't.
We have Rashidi on Blog Talk.
Okay.
Do we know the first 3?
Yes, 781.
I gotcha. Rashidi, what up?
What up? I'm here now.
Oh, man, you sound so crystal clear, man. How are you? I'm so happy for you, first and foremost, man. I'm glad that your situation worked itself out and you were able to become a free agent. And, from what I hear, and we hope to get clarity, it sounds like you're going to be working with PBC now, right?
Definitely, yep. Happy with it, too.
Well, I'm happy, man. How long exactly has it been? 1 year, 2 years? How long has it been since you've actually been in the ring under them lights?
It's like a year and 8 months or about, almost 2 years. It's crazy. But I'm happy to be back. I'll be fighting in July 9th.
So you're July 9th. And where's this card going to be?
Yes. In Texas.
Okay.
I don't even know who the main event is, to tell you the truth.
Okay, Texas. You ever fought in Texas?
Texas. On amateur days.
So did they give you an opponent?
It looked like it's going to be some dude from Argentina. He's a former Olympian. His name's Alberto something. I forgot his last name. But yeah, so he got a good record. He only got 1 loss, 17-1. He's decent.
Okay. I mean, you needed that after all that time off, though. It's not like anybody's expecting you to jump in with a world champion at this point. But, I mean, you've been on the outside.
As a fighter, I want to, though. As a fighter,
yeah, but you need to get your feet wet, champ. You've been out the months.
Yeah,
what, you saying 20 months you've been out the ring. You said 1 year, 8 months, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, man. Nah, you need to get your feet wet, get a warm up. Now, and you said his name is what? Alberto what?
I forgot his last name. Primo. That's a good name.
I'll have Danny find
Palmetta.
Yeah.
Alberto Palmetta.
Palmetta, yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, Alberto Palmetta. He is an Argentine Olympian. Currently, so he's 4-0? Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was
looking at his amateur record.
I was looking at his Olympic run. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me pull that up. Alberto Palmetta.
Send me that link.
Yeah, he's 17 and 1. I'm sorry, 16 and 1. 12 wins by 16 and 1. 12 wins by knockout. Okay.
Is he active?
Yeah.
Send me the link.
Pulling up his box rack. My bad.
So I'm assuming you've been in camp because I've been following you. You really never left the gym.
Yeah, I'm always in the gym, but when it's fight time, you take it more serious.
Yeah.
No.
So
I'm in camp
when
right
did
now.
you get the call for this fight? Because you're saying it's July 9th. That's about a month out.
Yeah, you got it like 2 weeks ago about.
Okay. Do you feel that's enough time to get prepared?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like you said, I was always in the gym, ready. It's just cut the weight. And other than that, I'm good.
And you guys are holding camp where?
Back in Massachusetts. I'm gonna stay over here.
Massachusetts?
Yeah, usually I go to California or Puerto Rico, but I'm doing it here now.
You got that link, Ness?
I got the link for Alberto Palmetta. Yo, Argentinians usually have power, man, and this guy's got 12 KOs out of 17 knockouts. Oh, you laughing that off, huh? You don't believe that?
He probably does. It don't matter to me. He ain't gonna hit me, so.
Yo, you just gonna laugh that off like that. Like Lucas Matisse wasn't a puncher. Marcos Maidana wasn't a puncher. Even Lucas's cousin is a puncher. What's his name? It's like EQ what's
who that?
Matisse's cousin. His also name is Matisse, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, man. Even Diego Chavez was a puncher. He could crack.
Sticking and moving, it don't matter. It don't matter. You sticking and moving.
I mean, look, he knocked out Saul Corral. That's a journeyman that's been with a lot of people.
Shit, I did too.
Oh, you knocked him out too? You fought him too?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so funny. Yo, he also knocked out.
He like shit. I knocked him out first.
He also knocked out Trayshawn Wiggins. Yo, he fought a couple people I know. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's not a bad fighter.
He's
not a bad fighter.
But
he's
obviously,
not good enough.
How old are you, Rashidi?
29.
Okay, because he's 32. Beto. That's his nickname.
Obviously, Rashidi, your first fight since October of 2020. So just talk about, and it was a hell of a win too in Alexis Rocha. Talk about just being able to get back in the ring for you and how exciting that must be.
Oh yeah, that was a good fight. That fight right there was a comeback fight too, because before that I didn't fight in a year and some change, and so that was like a comeback fight also. So yeah, that was a good win too, and I see him doing good things now.
Yeah, just got done beating Blair the Flair.
Yeah, that was a good win for him.
Champ, I know you ain't no hater, but I mean, how's it make you feel that everybody thinks Virgil and Ennis is the future of the division and they don't mention Rashidi Ellis?
Yeah, like you said, I ain't a hater, but I feel like my name should be mentioned on there too. Definitely. But after I get this win, being back on on the stage, I'm gonna show them.
So are you, I mean, not are you, because, it looks like that's something we need to talk about. Don't let me forget about the Jim Gray situation. We need to announce that. But stick it. Well, he's no longer going to be commentating, at least not for this weekend's fight for Stephen Fulton.
Oh.
And I think it has to do with his disrespect of Tank in the post-fight interview when he was asked, hey, who do you want? He said, my Glock ain't got no safety. He was like, because of what's going on in Texas and around the world, rightfully so. But that's his moment. You just fought them fucking rounds. You just knocked that man out. Don't. And I think enough people talked about it and they got rid of him. Because Brian Campbell,
that was crazy.
Brian Campbell is going to be the in-ring post-fight interviewer for this Saturday's Stephen Fulton fight on Showtime. Now, maybe I'm making all this up and Jim Gray's just sick, but is all I'm saying.
It was no reason for him to say that. It was no reason. Like, I don't know. I don't think there was no reason for him to say that at all.
And it left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths too. Let me tell you, I was there and I was sitting in the media center, and the reaction, wasn't positive because it's like, why would you just, down his moment like that? It was just not a good look.
So
like he was hating a little bit.
Yeah, it did feel that way. But traditionally Showtime gives you those post-fight interviews. So, are you gonna name names? Are you gonna remember to tell the people, like, I know everybody talking about Ennis, but I'm here,
Of course, why not?
Because you've lost a lot of time, but now you on that stage, and you're with PBC where there's a lot of welterweights. Rumor has it that Earl and Crawford is practically done and was going to be announced for the September date of Canelo, but Canelo took it back with the Gennady fight. So you're in a good place, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, like you said, they got all the 140, they got all the welterweights over there. So that's why I'm really excited. So now I could definitely get the big fight. No definitely dodging.
And you've been out of the ring, so is it going to be a thing? Like you said, you're 29 now. Can you hold the weight of 47? Can you still, is the goal still to get a world title at 47?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can make the weight, yeah. It was a little hard, but, I can make it. I'm not serious. And, yeah, that is the goal, to get the world title at 147. Come for all them belts, boy.
So I'm assuming, the way PBC works, they might be throwing Stenonius at you. Have they offered him to you for the future?
Who's that?
Stenonius, Amantis Stenonius, the guy that just beat Butayev on the Earl undercard.
Oh, yeah, I seen that fight. Yeah, that was a good fight. I seen that fight. Yeah, I'll definitely fight him. I'll fight him next. It don't matter.
But they have not offered him to you?
Nah, not yet.
You should have Rivera try to get Castillo Clayton. How you feel about that? You laughing these guys off, huh?
Nah, I remember Clayton was talking shit a while ago, and Clayton's not on my level, obviously.
So I mean, but would you do him quicker than Ennis did him? Because that's the thing. It's all about making a statement.
Yeah, I knocked him out first round. Fuck it.
Yo, speaking of Ennis, what you think of his last two knockouts? People saying that he's hitting behind the head. Is it he hitting behind the head, or is it these guys ducking and that's where the shots landing because they ducking?
It's both ways though, because they shouldn't be ducking like that. But and again, he is hitting them in the back of the head, but they ducking in a position where he has no choice but to hit you in the back of the head. So it's both ways.
So when do you think there'll be an announcement for your fight?
Hopefully soon. I don't know. Hopefully soon.
And you just brought in local guys for sparring?
Yeah, I got great guys for sparring over there.
You said great guys?
Yeah, like great up and coming fighters.
Okay.
My man Mike Fontanez, and I saw Boo Boo a while ago though. That was a while ago.
I was going to ask you about that. That was for his when he was in camp for Parker, right? You was working with him?
Yeah. I only went up there like twice. I really wasn't like a main fan.
Okay. I wanted to ask your thoughts. I know you were there when Anthony Joshua came by to meet with Eddie Reynoso, right? And there was talks maybe about him working with Eddie for the Usyk rematch, and he ended up going with Robert Garcia. Just wanted your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I did not see him going with Robert Garcia. Yeah. But Robert Garcia is a great coach, but I don't think I don't think it's a good fit for Usyk because I'm going to throw a lot of punches. So you got to be real active.
Do you think that maybe because of Robert's aggressive style, you think that maybe that'll that's the plan. Like AJ's already the bigger natural heavyweight, and just using that to basically knock, be the bully, not knock him out.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that. It could be that because you see all these fighters being aggressive and, like you said, being the bully.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Rashidi, I also wanted your thoughts really quick. This Saturday, Devin Haney has made the trip to Australia and is fighting for undisputed. 23 years old, going out there to face George Kambosos, who shocked the world when he beat Teofimo. Just your thoughts on the fight.
Oh, when he beat Devin Haney against Kambosos?
Yes.
I think about that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's a great fight. I got Haney beating him, but shit, he's fighting in his hometown. So I got to knock his ass out twice. The judge ain't going to be nice to him.
So you don't think that even with a clear outboxing performance, you don't think that he could get that decision in Australia?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though. But I still think he's going to do it.
Okay.
All right, we got some questions from the people, Rashidi. We got Ruin at 504. Does PBC have something lined up for you this year? And obviously, he's not talking about this July fight. I'm assuming he's talking about like a name, or did they give you a plan? Like, yo, if you get past this July date down in September, we can line you up with something.
Yeah, but they didn't say any names yet. But it's obviously going to be like a bigger name than the opponent that I'm fighting now.
Yeah. Do you think you'd get lucky and get like a Thurman fight?
Shit, Thurman would not fight me. I wish, though.
Ah! He said Thurman, yo. Wow. So you why would you say that? Because Thurman only lost to Pacquiao, calling out Crawford right now. Like, why would you say he wouldn't fight you?
I think he's looking for a big payday fighting Crawford. I think Crawford will easily beat him. I think so.
But what about you? Why do you think Thurman wouldn't fight you?
Because he's going to hit you with the low risk, high, like, what everybody would say, low risk, high reward, whatever type bullshit.
Okay. But that's a fight you saying you want.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, that's a fight I'd be interested in, man. You might be a lot faster than him with the hands, but he's got some good feet, People have, I mean, only Pacquiao was able to put him down.
I didn't say that. Yeah, I didn't say he sucked.
No, I never said you said he sucked either. I'm just saying you're fast with your hands. He's pretty good with his feet is all I'm saying.
Yeah, he is.
So I got some more questions here. I got Jason. I don't know where he's from, but he says, I would love to hear about his battle during his time in the amateurs. Was there any rivalries? For example, Sean Porter always talks about his fights with Andre Jacobs and even Usyk. I was wondering if you had any with Boots, Keyshawn Davis, or Gary Antoine Russell.
Nah, they was all younger and like I was a little heavier than all of them.
So who was in your division and in your class, and did you have any rivalries?
Rivalry? Shit, I can't think right now. That's why a lot of people too. Shit, I can't even think right now. It's a long time ago.
All right. James Excuse me?
Oh, no.
James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas says, being that you've sparred Canelo, were you surprised how he was unable to adjust against Bivol? And how will the rematch play out?
He did look a little off, even walking in. He did look a little off. But Bivol, he had the right game plan, just keep him out and keep his distance. He's tall, bigger. Why would he fight him in the inside all the time? But he had the right game plan. But the rematch, I think he would throw more punches instead of just hitting his arm all day. And, you know, yeah, Canelo's smart, though. He'll figure it out.
For sure. I got Cisco Promotions from the Bronx, New York City. As a fan that follows you, it seems that you have put on weight, muscle mass. Do you still see yourself making 147? I've been a fan of yours since you did my fellow Honduran Eddie Gomez dirty, and us boxing fans have been waiting for you to get back in the ring. F Golden Boy. That's so funny. I never knew Cisco was from Honduras. And I remember Eddie Gomez, man. That was my guy, too.
Yeah, that was my guy, too, man. He's a good guy.
So,
but yeah, the weight, yeah, I got no problem with the weight.
Well, there you go. Coach Meyer says, last year, when you asked about Boots, you stated, I want all the smoke. He's nice, but he can get it too. Will you keep that same energy now that you're with PBC and the fight can be more likely made?
Shit, I meant what I said. Shit, he can get it after this fight. After I fight, what was his name? Alberto.
Damn, he said after this fight. Yo,
like
that's
you, like
right.
You said, I want all the smoke. No matter who it is.
Let's go. You ain't got no time to waste, man. Let's do it. I got Dom in Seattle. He says, hey, champ, how you doing? Do you think Zurdo is trying to beat Floyd's record of 50-0 with a bunch of low-level fighters to do that?
Wait, who's Zurdo again? The guy with Golden Boy?
Yeah, Gilberto Ramirez.
Oh, like he didn't, like you said, he's versus not low level class, but you know, you can't compare it to Floyd. At the end of the day, he beat a lot of world champions.
All right, we got Keem in Florida. He says, "What's up, champ? I was trained by Andy Rivera, Alex's brother." So that makes me and you stablemates. And he puts 2 laugh out loud emojis. He says,
family, bro. We're family.
He said, we family, King. He said, good luck with PBC. I'm always rooting for you and hope to see you in the ring soon. Whenever in Orlando, lunch on me. Shout out to Keem in Orlando.
I'm gonna remember that.
I think those are all our questions. Let me refresh. Actually, some more came in. Baltimore, the best dad ever says, how does it feel to be part of the PBC? Why do you think it was so hard for Golden Boy to get you fights?
I don't know why it was so hard for them to get me fights. Shit, because like I was always ready, always wanting to fight, but I guess they can't just get me fights.
All right. We got New York Bullet in New York. Obviously says, what's good, champ? Which fighter do you see yourself matching up with for the biggest money fight in the future?
In the future?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now, Spence. You got 3 belts.
Spence. Would you take Spence next too? You got it. Yeah, listen, just jumping in there that's only half of it. Like, you got to be ready. Like, I know you did. I seen what you did to Eddie Gomez twice. So, you know, not only do you got power, but you showed that you can box by beating him in the second fight the way that you did. And we seen what you did to Rocha, first in everyone, you know. But Spencer's a different monster, isn't he? He's big. They're big, too. Him and Ennis are very, very big.
I'm big too, but then again, the second time when I fought Eddie, that right there was a comeback fight too. Like, you know, that was easy.
I love it, man. I hope they give you these opportunities because honestly, no one else is talking about these fighters in that fashion. No one else is saying I'm big too when we talk about Ennis. They'd be like, yeah, nah, he's big, you know. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But, you know, there's another fighter over there on the PBC side that maybe they throw at you first than some of these big names because I feel like these big names are tied up. I feel like, obviously, Ennis is ahead of you, and he probably ain't going to want to look back. Earl is ahead of you, and he thinking about Crawford. Crawford got a belt thinking about Earl. So what's your thoughts on Cody Crowley, who's from Canada but trains here in America, in Las Vegas.
I heard about him before. I really don't know of him like that, but I remember hearing about him. He fight welterweight?
Yep.
147?
Yep, 147.
He just beat Josecito Lopez on the Earl Spence undercard.
Oh, yeah. I just seen that.
Yeah, he's 21-0, 9 KOs.
Yeah, he's decent. Shoot. I fight him too. Like you said, PBC got a lot of welterweights. A lot of good talent too. A lot of good fights.
They sure do, bro. They sure do. You're in a very, very good space. Next one, I think. We did that. Let me refresh one last time just in case. But if not, let me get your social media, Rashidi, for anybody that isn't following you. They can do so.
Oh, you can follow me on everything at Rashidi Ellis.
All right. Well, that is all the questions. Thank you, and we can't wait to get you back on once you make an official announcement. And yeah, man,
closer to the fight.
Yeah, man. We just wish you the best. You know, we've been rocking with you for a minute, and we want your time to come.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming real soon.
All right, champ. Let's get it. Thank you once again. We're gonna go back to actually. Let me get your thoughts on Bill Haney being approved to get into Australia the last minute. You're a fighter. So I guess the first part of this question is, do you need your father in the corner? I know he may not be your trainer. So when did your father or your loved one stop being in your corner? Was it always just Alex? That's the first part. Let's find out about that. Shit, did he drop off? We weren't fast enough.
Back in the corner.
Oh, okay. I hear you now. What'd you say, champ?
You hear me? Yeah, I always have my pops in the corner.
Oh, you always had your pops in the corner?
Yeah, my pops is in the corner most of my fights.
Even now as a pro?
Yeah, so yeah. He's always there. The dude with the glasses. He's always there.
Oh wow. Okay.
It does feel good to have him in the corner.
Okay, so then
he's not a coach or anything.
But you always have him in the corner as some sort of second or just for emotion.
Yeah, just
emotionally.
Your pops is there. Make you push harder. It's just
So
father son thing, I guess.
Can you put yourself in Devin Haney's shoes? You know, would you have taken a fight in specifically Australia if your father wasn't allowed to go?
Yeah, I'll still take it. That'll get me more mad, make me want to really hurt the dude. Knowing that my father can't come because of some bullshit.
So I don't know if you heard, but
I'll take it.
I don't know if you heard, but at around 2 a.m, it was announced that Bill was approved and he's flying out. What time?
He should be on the flight now. Should be taking off if it hasn't already. Any second now. But yeah, so Bill Haney will be arriving after the weigh-in tomorrow. And so he'll be there, tomorrow Australia time. He'll be there tonight, late tonight, U.S. time it should be.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's good. They're playing games. They're trying to fuck with Devin's head.
Currently, they got Bob Ware, Floyd Mayweather, and Devin Haney's cut man. And obviously, they do the hand wraps and everything. He's currently detained in Melbourne.
30 minutes away from the freaking stadium.
Yeah, they got him in a detention center over, I guess, a drug conviction that wasn't brought up, allegedly. So he's currently detained in Australia.
Oh, man, they're trying to do him dirty.
Yep. Well, Champ, man, the last one, you being a welterweight, rumor again is that Crawford Earl is practically done. They're just looking for a date. Who you got?
Oh yeah. So it's set. Like you said, they're just looking for a date. That's a really good fight. Shit, I don't know who I got. It's like 50-50. Well, I'm more leaning on Crawford a little bit.
Leaning more towards Crawford.
So if you're leaning towards Crawford and he wins, do you think it's better for him to move up to 54 and fight Charlo, Jermell, who he's had some back and forth with now for a few years, or is it better for him to give Boots an opportunity?
And on his shoes, I'd rather go to 54 and then he could be unified champion I mean, undisputed. My fault. You're undisputed at 54 too. That'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
That's what I would do if I was him.
Well, all right. Well, that's definitely all our questions. Thank you once again, champ. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate it always.
All right, man.
Okay.
Later. So, once again, you know the number to call in, 14255-6950-241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We just had welterweight sensation Rashidi Ellis on the show, and looks like we got our first in-studio guest, where now Danny will yet again get to show that he deserves the commentating job throughout boxing.
Go ahead
when
and
it comes
flex
to
on him,
being
Danny.
the Spanish translator for all on-air, off-air translations. He will be translating for our interview today. Nelsi Castillo, Cuban fighter, trained by Bones Adams.
Trained by Bones.
We'll also have Bones in after her. And yeah, man, they know Devin. They've been in the gym with Devin. You know, we'll ask the same questions. We'll find out all about her and her career.
Yes, indeed. Buenos días.
Buenos días, ¿cómo está? Bueno, yo voy a hablar en inglés y él te va a traducir así porque para traducirle al público que está escuchando en inglés. Pero gracias por venir. So, Danny, you might want to translate that.
Yeah, Nas is just saying, obviously, that I'll be doing the translating and thanking her for coming in. Bueno, ¿cuánto tiempo tiene ya aquí en Las Vegas entrenando con Bones?
Bueno, aquí ya llevo 8 meses en Las Vegas y entrenando llevo 7.
7. ¿Y usted vino de aquí, de Cuba o de dónde viene?
Sí, soy cubana, hice mi travesía hacia México, entonces ahora me encuentro aquí en los Estados Unidos.
Okay, so, you know, I was asking her how long she's been in Vegas. She says 8 months, training 7 with Bones. And she says that obviously she made the journey from Cuba to Mexico and now here to the U.S. Entonces, ¿hace cuánto que usted salió de Cuba?
Yes.
Llevo 4 años fuera de mi país.
4 years out of Cuba. Y entonces dice que fue de Cuba para México. ¿Y cuánto tiempo tuvo en México?
En México estuve 3 años.
Oh, wow, 3 years in Mexico. Entonces, en esos 3 años, ¿qué estuvo haciendo?
Bueno, estuve en la Escuela Cubana de Box con Miguel Ángel Baró, un cubano.
Okay.
Él me abrió las puertas de su gimnasio, me apoyó mucho y estuve entrenando con ese equipo.
So she says that in those 3 years she was training with Miguel Ángel Baró, which is a Cuban teacher, and she was there. He opened his doors for her to be able to train the Cuban school of fighting, but in Mexico.
So her love for boxing started in Cuba or did it start in Mexico? When did she pick up?
¿Cuándo fue entonces que usted empezó el boxeo? ¿Fue en Cuba o fue en México? ¿Cuándo?
Fue en Cuba.
Fue en Cuba. Entonces, ¿cuántos años boxeó en Cuba?
En total llevo como 8 años.
Wow, 8 years fighting.
So they allow, I didn't even know they allow girls.
Entonces, ¿en Cuba se permite el boxeo femenino?
No, en Cuba no está oficialmente
I thought so.
aprobado el boxeo femenino y creo que he pasado un poco de trabajo porque he sido la primera mujer boxeadora que se ha mantenido.
Del boxeo.
Del boxeo femenino.
So she's saying that boxing is actually not allowed. Female boxing isn't approved in Cuba yet, and that she's like, to me, she says she feels that she is the first Cuban female fighter to be able to maintain and live off of boxing.
Well, that's why I wanted to get her in, because I don't know any female Cuban boxer. Ask her, does she have any that maybe she idolizes or mimics?
¿Usted conoce o tal vez, pues sí, que si conoce a alguna mujer cubana que sea boxeadora? Antes que usted, que alguien que usted tal vez la haya inspirado para usted, no sé.
Bueno, cuando estaba en Cuba empecé como en un gimnasio de La Habana Vieja, se llama Rafael Trejo. Ahí solo en aquel momento habían varones, hombres. Entonces, poco a poco se fueron como entrando más mujeres, Namibia, tenían como apodos así, la Chiqui, y como que se formó un equipo.
Pero todas como al mismo nivel. Nadie, no es como que si usted había alguien en el gimnasio que ya tenía récord profesional o que...
No, ninguna. Sí había una muchacha que estaba entrenando que ya era hasta mayor que yo. O actualmente ya no boxea por su edad. Tenía también un sueño de boxear, de ser campeona, y no se le cumplió por la edad.
Por la edad. So she was saying that in Cuba, in her gym, although female boxing wasn't allowed, that it's almost like a team did form because different women did come and train. And in fact, there was a woman who was very good, but she never was able to pursue her dream because of her age. And she's saying that, you know, even though there was nobody to really look up to, that they kind of formed it there in that gym in Cuba.
This is amazing because I never heard of a Cuban female fighter. So she picked it up in Cuba, and because female boxing wasn't allowed, was it difficult to train, or were at least in that one location they allowed it?
Entonces, porque el boxeo femenino no es permitido en Cuba, ¿usted pudo entrenar fuera de su gimnasio en Cuba o tuvo que ser todo adentro de ese gimnasio?
¿Me puedes repetir?
O sea, como el boxeo femenino no es permitido, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Pero ustedes tenían allí en su gimnasio en Cuba, tenían varias chicas que iban. ¿Era el único gimnasio o había otros gimnasios que también tenían mujeres boxeando?
Pienso que era el único gimnasio que tenía las mujeres.
¿Estaba permitido por el país o estaba en secreto?
En secreto todo.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So
you're not getting that out.
Okay.
Get that out, right? To translate that.
Yeah, no, she's saying that to her knowledge that her gym in Cuba was the only one allowing, you know, women to box, given that it is illegal, and that, you know, they had to keep it a secret. So it was, you know, happening, but it wasn't supposed to be happening. So they couldn't, you know, let it be known. They had to keep it to themselves.
So ask her what's been going on, because tell her in the beginning, you know, obviously I'm here now 3 months. So in the beginning, we seen her a lot in the gym, and now we're not seeing her in Bones' gym.
Dice que...
It could just be my scheduling too, so definitely say it could we just missing each other.
Dice que tal vez no nos hayamos encontrado en el gimnasio, pero dice que en el principio cuando nosotros íbamos a Bones la mirábamos muy seguido y que ya casi no la estamos mirando. Tal vez por el horario, ¿usted sigue yendo a entrenar al gimnasio?
Sí, voy. Lo que hemos cambiado como el horario.
Okay, so they changed the time, but she's still going.
Como para tener un poco más de tiempo para poder entrenar, como en la mañana está ocupado en los hombres. Pienso que es un poquito mejor para mí en la tarde concentrarme mejor.
Oh, she's saying, you know, obviously in the morning, as we know, it is very busy with a lot of the guys in their training. So now she has switched it to the afternoons to give herself more time and be able to train, you know, properly.
Ask her, what's her weight class?
¿En qué peso pelea?
112.
112.
Oh, wow.
112, okay.
Oh, I didn't think she was that small.
¿Y récord amateur?
En México hice como algunas peleas, pero 7 amateur o un poquito menos ahora mismo.
So, ask her, did she have someone here in the States that knew she was a fighter and wanted to make sure she got to the States to eventually turn her pro?
Okay.
Or was this her dream to migrate from Cuba to America to eventually turn pro? Has she had assistance in that? Same thing with Yo Elvis.
Okay, and just to clarify this, she said in Mexico she only had a couple fights, about 7.
Mm-hmm.
Cuando usted estuvo en México, ¿había alguien que usted dijo que yo quiero ir a los Estados Unidos a entrenar con tal persona, o sea entrenador o campeón, o desde Cuba su meta fue nomás llegar a los Estados Unidos? ¿O tenía alguien en mente con quien quería entrenar?
No, cuando salí...
No. Él te está preguntando, no lo que yo quería. So, cuando nosotros estábamos entrevistando a Joelvis Gómez, que también es cubano, yo quería sacarle la historia. ¿Por qué él vino de Cuba para acá? Obviamente para él tenía un padre que era peleador. So, ¿siempre era tu deseo salir de Cuba para ser profesional? ¿O ese plan ha cambiado ya que tú has llegado a los Estados Unidos? ¿O eso siempre ha sido tu plan, ser una boxeadora profesional?
Sí, desde que empecé el boxeo sí quise ser profesional. Y como sabía que en Cuba era imposible, yo pues estaba pensando, si en Cuba lo oficializan, aprueban el boxeo, está bien, me quedo compitiendo, que era lo que quería, campeona mundial, olímpica. Y si no lo hacen, entonces sí quería avanzar. Y fue lo que me llevó a salirme del país.
So she said that...
Well, you got to translate, Mars.
So obviously, Ness wanted to know what her story was, whether she wanted always to leave Cuba and come to the U.S. to become a professional fighter, or, if little by little things change and inspired that dream. So she was saying that her goal was always to fight professionally, and that, in fact, if Cuba would have allowed it, that she would have stayed in Cuba to compete because that was her goal. She's like, I wanted to be a world champion. I wanted to be an Olympian. But since it was not... since it has not been approved or allowed in Cuba, that then encouraged her trip out of Cuba and eventually into the United States.
So obviously with her being Cuban, we assume that she can fight. Does she believe she can fight, or does she believe she still has a lot to learn? Because again, it's different for her. She doesn't have the big amateur background that most Cuban men have. So when Cuban men migrate to America, they're ready to go in the pros. They're ready for, look at Yo Elvis once again.
Right.
David Morrell, Cuban once again.
Obviamente el boxeo cubano se conoce muy bien y se conoce porque cuando vienen los cubanos aquí ya tienen muchas peleas amateur, tienen olimpiadas, lo que sea. Usted que no tiene nada de eso, ¿usted cree que ya está lista para el nivel profesional o usted piensa que todavía le falta? Porque es diferente, con la experiencia de amateur, de...
No. Okay. So...
That's literally what you just said.
It's not translating the same way, though.
Okay.
So, lo que yo estoy preguntando, normalmente los hombres cubanos vienen con bastante carrera amateur. So, cuando llegan aquí, son profesionales, pero pueden brincar. Ejemplo, Guillermo Rigondeaux en 12 peleas ya estaba peleando por su primer campeonato. David Morrell nada más tiene 6 peleas, ya tiene un campeonato. Joelvis Gómez, 6 peleas, ya va por un campeonato. Arthur Puello. So, esta gente...
He's Dominican.
Él es dominicano, pero el punto es que llegan con tanta experiencia que su carrera profesional
es rápido
o va avanzada. Ahora, obviamente tú no tienes la carrera de ellos. So, estoy preguntando si tú piensas que tú vas a develop o tú vas a brincar como ellos. Can you translate that word, develop?
Que si va a poder
No por él, si quiere. Como... Él te va a traducir esa palabra, la está buscando.
Desarrollar. Poder desarrollar de la misma manera que ellos que desarrollan bien rápido. O sea, se ve obviamente con los ejemplos que te acaba de dar que se desarrolle bien rápido. Entonces, lo que te está preguntando, yo creo que si usted quiere desarrollar igual de rápido o piensa que está lista para desarrollarse igual de rápido que los hombres cubanos.
Sí, yo pienso que estoy lista. Siento que me he preparado muchísimo, a pesar de que no haya boxeo en Cuba femenino. Sí me he preparado todo ese tiempo que sé que estaba consciente con ellos mismos. He buscado, he ido a diferentes gimnasios a buscar su preparación, y cuando llegué a México hice lo mismo. Sabía que no tenía pelea, pasaba trabajo para conseguirlas y todo, pero asimismo he entrenado, tengo esa base y sé que puedo. Con esa facilidad que ellos lo hacen, sí, sé que puedo.
She says, I think I'm ready now and I know that I can. She's like, obviously, women boxing wasn't allowed in Cuba, but I still prepared myself. I still got the training in, and it was the same thing in Mexico. It was hard to get fights, but I was still preparing myself. I was still in training. So seeing what they've done and knowing that I've prepared myself in the same manner makes me know that I know I'm ready.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So obviously, Axel, in her time here in Las Vegas, is it difficult to get sparring? Because we've been frequenting the gyms and I haven't really been seeing 112 pounders.
Que si a usted se le ha encontrado difícil encontrar sparring aquí, porque pues obviamente usted pelea en un peso muy bajo, que si se le ha sido difícil encontrar sparring.
Sí, un poco, pero a pesar de que se ha hecho difícil, se ha buscado. El entrenador me ha conseguido sparring y yo le digo, mientras esté como similar a mi nivel, está bien. Así a mi peso, con cualquiera, no hay problema.
She's like, yeah, it is a little bit difficult, but, my trainer, Bones Adams, has done a great job. And, I've let him know that as long as they're near my weight, that's fine, that, she's willing to get the work.
Obviously, with her Cuban background, does she spar men? Because, again, most women spar women, but elite level women tend to spar men.
Pregunta que si usted, siendo cubana y con el nivel de los cubanos.
No, siendo cubana.
You literally said Cuban.
But it's the skill,
Yeah.
Not because she's Cuban, they're in Cuba, they have that.
Right, I was going to say.
All right, I'm just sorry.
El nivel de los cubanos en el boxeo es un nivel alto, obviamente, que si, what was the question again?
If she spars men.
Que si hace sparring con hombres. See, that's why you can't be cutting me off, so you fucking up.
Se enfocó, ¿no?
Que si hace sparring con hombres.
Sí, desde Cuba, como mi boxeo es hacerlo con hombres, entrenar con hombres. Cuando llegué a México, igual, me tocaron muchos hombres, tuve que hacerlo porque no, se me dificultó mucho.
No, she's saying since Cuba, because obviously there wasn't many women. So since Cuba, the sparring has been with men, the preparation and the training has been alongside men. And it was the same thing in Mexico. It hasn't changed, so even the same thing now, that hasn't changed. It's always been the sparring and training alongside the men.
Now, again, we never got clear. Did she have assistance? Like, did someone here...
¿Usted tuvo alguien aquí en los Estados Unidos ayudándola a llegar aquí? O sea, ¿usted tuvo alguien aquí, tal vez un entrenador ayudándole, o un manejador, algo así, ayudándola para poder llegar y diciéndole, ok, cuando llegue aquí a los Estados Unidos tenemos tal gimnasio con tal entrenador?
O te vamos a tener pelea, porque otra vez hablamos con Joe Elvis y le preguntamos sobre su historia y cómo llegó y cuál era su plan. So, él siempre tenía a alguien que ni que sea le estaba diciendo, llega a México y te vamos a dar una pelea aquí, o quédate en este lugar hasta un par de meses y después te podemos traer para otro lugar. So, quería saber porque hay historia, tu historia puede ser diferente, puede ser que tú, that she wanted to do it so bad on her own, that she came on her own, that she didn't have any assistance from an American.
Puede ser que su meta fue tan grande que sin asistencia, sin ayuda, usted sola vino y por eso le preguntamos.
Porque,
well, let her tell
¿cuál es la historia?
Let her tell the story, don't matter. Let her tell the story.
La verdad, sí es muy diferente a las de ellos. Yo sí vine con esa mentalidad de poder encontrarme a alguien de los mismos cubanos que me pudiera ayudar. Pensé que se me iba a hacer fácil al estar aquí, buscar a alguien que me entrenara, no sé, para poder, como soy la primera cubana boxeadora, para que se me cumpliera ese sueño. Y lamentablemente no ha sido así. Llegué a este país sola y...
¿No se ha encontrado nadie a los otros boxeadores cubanos que están aquí en Las Vegas?
¿Cómo? Pero Rancy yo lo veo en el gimnasio contigo.
Él, bueno, estoy entrenando con Bonsa y es cubano, ahí me lo encontré y sí es un apoyo y todos los cubanos que están aquí me apoyan porque saben el nivel que uno puede llegar a tener. Pero como esa ayuda, así de decir, bueno, tú eres cubano, ven para acá, no.
So she said that she felt that when she got to Vegas that she would be able to run into other Cuban boxers, and given that she is the first Cuban female boxer, that she felt that they would be able to reach out and help. And she says that it hasn't been, the way she thought it would be, and that obviously Rancis being in the gym and training with Bones, that has helped, but it's not the way she envisioned it being.
So I kind of want to ask if she's going to Salas, but obviously this is a trainer situation there. But does she know that at Salas is like where all the Cubans are?
Usted sabe obviamente que yo sé que sabemos que entrena con Bones y todo, pero en forma nomás de encontrar los boxeadores cubanos, usted sabe obviamente que entrenan ahí con Salas, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Entonces,
¿Nunca ha ido?
Sí, claro.
Oh.
Todos me conocen, todos saben. Y son buenos amigos míos. Joelvi, Ariel, todos los boxeadores cubanos, muchos los conozco, muchos me conocen, somos buenos amigos, pero cada cual como en su
propio mundo.
En su mundo, ¿me entiendes?
She's like, no, they all know me and, we're friends and all, but, it's almost like everybody's in their own world. ¿Y usted por qué cree que es eso? ¿Usted cree que porque en forma de ellos todavía no han logrado lo que quieren lograr y todavía están mandándole dinero a la familia en Cuba y ayudándolos y todo eso? ¿Por qué cree que cada quien está en su propio mundo?
Porque todos venimos aquí en un propósito, en un sueño, con un sueño, y pienso que primero, así somos los cubanos, cumplimos nuestros sueños, ¿ves? Y necesitamos como ese espacio, para uno enfocarse más en ese sueño. Y ya después si vienen, no sé, como sea la persona, ya las ayuda, o ven para acá.
She's like, from what I understood, she basically saying that she feels that everybody has a goal, so people kind of want to be zoned in and sheltered within their own goal to reach their goals and be able to reach what they're trying to accomplish. Once you accomplish that, she's like, yeah, people would be more receptive into, helping and reaching out and things like that.
So ask her what is it she's looking for, like kind of a weekend hangout, like, I don't know, because I know Cuban, so what, like she wants, like, I don't know, like what she want to hang out in the weekend and just be amongst her people?
Entonces usted lo que desea de los cubanos que están aquí en Las Vegas es más, tal vez juntarse, siendo amigos, poder juntarse y tener alguien con quien convivir o más como una oportunidad.
¿Cómo? ¿Me puedes repetir? Es que no le entiendo.
Yo estoy preguntando qué es lo que tú piensas que te hace falta, que ellos no te están dando, o qué es lo que tú quisieras de ellos. Sería nada más janguear como en los weekends para poder tener amistad o estar alrededor de tu gente. ¿Qué es lo que tú piensas que te falta?
Lo que yo pienso es que ellos deberían, con su, no sé, como...
Conexiones. Ayudarte a tener peleas profesionales.
Peleas, o un día ven al gimnasio, puedes entrenar aquí, como tienen más, no sé, su entrenador, su manager, su más personal.
Sí. Yeah, so she's looking... so I asked her what it was that she wanted. Did she want, like, just to hang out and be amongst her people? Because, like, as Dominicans, we play fucking dominoes and hang out on weekends and drink beer. So she said no. She's looking for them to be a little bit more helpful with their connections. Like, yo, like, I'm here. Basically put me on. Like, help me get a fight or put me on with your manager. Pero tell her we gonna do that. Yo te voy a dar el número. Si nadie te lo da, yo te lo voy a dar. Porque yo sí tengo los dos números de Luis de Cuba, el papá y el hijo. Y esos son los dos cubanos con quien tú necesitas hablar, porque esos son manejadores que te pueden poner y dar peleas. Si ellos creen en ti, te la van a dar. Porque ellos sí tienen todos los cubanos. Tú sabes. ¿Quién Luis de Cuba no es más manejador de cuál cubano? Tú sabes.
Yo lo que le digo a ellos, a los que me conocen, a los que no me conocen, que como que me miren un poco más dentro del gym, del gimnasio. Que me den la oportunidad de ver esa boxeadora que tú
sabes que tú eres.
Ajá.
So she says, she's like, I just want the opportunity to be seen. She's like, if they just pay attention and see me work in the gym and see what I have, she says that's literally all I want.
Yeah, so I made it clear that we going to hook up with the right people. We got the right numbers that we could forward to her, so we going to get that done. We got a couple of questions from the people, so let her know, and we'll get her all wrapped up. So the first one is coming from Ruin 504.
Tenemos unas preguntas de la afición que tiene para usted. Entonces, estas preguntas vienen de nuestra afición. Aficionado Ru viene de Nueva Orleans, New Orleans.
Where do you see yourself this time next year in the sport?
¿Usted dónde se ve en un año de ahorita, en el deporte?
Pues ya yo pienso que de aquí a un año, ¿no? Lo que me quiere decir.
Sí, claro que sí.
Ya creo que ya habré peleado y ya estaré en mejor nivel.
Profesionalmente.
Pienso que ya en un
Todavía
año,
tú no tenías tu debut.
Todavía no podía tener mi debut.
She says that a year from now, she believes that she will have already made her professional debut and obviously be in better position.
Te voy a ayudar. Mira, este hombre es de Chicago y en Chicago hay un entrenador que es también manejador que tiene muchas mujeres.
Tiene a la campeona peso welter indiscutible del mundo, Jessica McCaskill. Él
está buscando mujeres. Tú vas a ver. Tú lo que tienes que llamarlo y él habla español. Yo no sé si es tan bueno o no.
No sé qué tan bueno sea su español, pero sé que sí lo habla.
Uh-huh.
Sí lo habla.
Y tiene muchas mujeres. Entonces, el otro manejador que tiene todas las mujeres, yo no tengo su contacto. He's the one that got Ebony Bridges, Melissa Odessa, like all those girls. Jamie Mitchell, he got them all, but I don't know his number.
We might be able
through Dewey.
Pero tenemos unos contactos. Tenemos unos contactos que le vamos a poder dar. Claro que sí.
Hoy mismo también. But Coach Myers in Connecticut says, who do you think is the face of women's boxing? Is it Clarissa Shields, Katie Taylor, or another person?
¿Usted quién cree que es la cara del boxeo de femenino? ¿Usted quién cree?
Profesional.
Profesional, obviamente.
Me gusta mucho Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano, she says she really likes.
And you gotta ask her now, does she think she won that fight?
¿Usted cree que ganó la pelea con Katie Taylor el 30 de abril?
Sí.
She says she does. Y la revancha se está hablando que tal vez se haga en
Irlandia. ¿Así es que se dice?
Irlanda, no sé.
Ireland. Irlanda. De donde es Katie Taylor. ¿Usted cree que pueda ganar Amanda la revancha pues obviamente en el país de Katie, si no la pudo ganar en Nueva York?
Sí, yo pienso que sí, porque ahora ya me imagino que va a tener más experiencia, ya la conoce, ya puede trabajar en lo que le faltó.
So I asked her, does she think that Amanda can win the rematch in Ireland if she couldn't win the first fight in New York? And she says that yes, because of the experience that they now have, having shared the ring, she feels that that's what was missing in that first fight. What else, Nuss?
Jamie Mitchell is what? Isn't she 112?
Jamie Mitchell might be 112. Let me see.
I'm trying to find her, but I'm destroying. Here we go. Jamie Mitchell. Get a screen share, Austin. ¿Tú conoces a esta mujer? ¿La has visto ahí en La Vega?
Sí.
¿Has hecho guanteo con ella?
Sí.
Ah, pues no. Y yo tratando de ayudarte, pues ya tú la conoces.
Usted
si
sabe
tú hablas
ella,
con el entrenador
sí,
de
118.
ella, tú hablas con el entrenador de ella, él tiene el número del manejador de ella. Es el único número que yo no tengo. Y solamente digo él porque él tiene bastante. Mira. ¿Tú ves el nombre de él? Mira todas las mujeres que él tiene que tan duras. O sea.
Sí, buena.
Mira, Ebony Bridges, Jessica Camara, Liana Cruz.
Acaban de tener, usted vio que tuvieron la pelea de Floyd Mayweather allá tuvo un evento en Dubai, no sé si usted vio. Pero hubo un evento y dos mujeres de ellas pelearon allá en el evento de Floyd Mayweather.
Si tú puedes comunicarte con él,
Serafina, though.
Él tiene bastante mujeres. Mira, this is Miss Lil Tyson, FIFA.
Yeah, but I'm saying, isn't Serafina with them?
I don't think this is not Greg Cohen Promotions.
Oh.
Look, he got O'Shea. O'Shea Jones is the Olympian. So él tiene bastante. So see. All right, we got
Mary McGee, yeah.
I'm telling you, he got Mary McGee, Kylie Reese,
Melissa St.
Everybody,
yeah.
Melissa Odessa, he got them all. He I don't know how he did that. But anyway, moving forward, the last question in Cisco Promotions. Do you do road work? And if so, how many miles do you run on average while running?
¿Cuántas, cuando usted va a correr?
Si corres.
Si es que corra, ¿cuántas millas usualmente corre?
Bueno, yo corro 30 minutos y me gustan mucho las máquinas para correr.
¿Las máquinas?
Ajá.
Okay, so she says that she just does half an hour and she prefers the treadmill, so it's not a distance, it's a time thing.
And ask her, is it because she just doesn't like running? Because obviously, half an hour, is she still able to do how many miles in half an hour?
Usualmente en esa media hora, ¿cuánta milla puede correr?
Nunca she don't track it?
No se fija.
Ni media o dos, es que no sé por ahí.
Yeah, she doesn't track it. She doesn't track it. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, me as an old man, you know, I could do 3 miles in 28, but that's dying. I'm killing myself.
You're killing yourself
at like a 10-9 pace or a fighter.
That's really good though.
No, it's not.
You don't think that's a good pace?
Like, I'm like 10, 20, 10.
Yeah, for a 43,
high nines.
For a 43-year-old man.
Yeah, but that's not 43. I'm talking about when I lived in Jersey and I was running that park. It's been a minute since I ran.
So 40. You was
probably
40.
Yeah.
That's still good though. Let me tell you.
Yo, Doomy was a 6'7". He was better than average fighters, bro. He was in the top 10% in the world. He was fast.
But for what distance though? Because you know most fighters doing.
He was running 5 miles, 4, 6, and that's what I'm saying. He was the top percent in the world because he used the app. But tell her that was the last question. If you want to give out any social media.
Sí fue la última pregunta de nuestros aficionados. Si le gustaría dar sus redes sociales para darles algo, para que se fijen y la puedan seguir su carrera.
Pues mi Instagram es Castillo Nelsi.t.
So, es ¿no?
I'll screen share.
So it's Castillo .NELSYT, and it is on the screen as well. So that is CASTILLO.NELSYT. And we'll be right back from this quick intermission. We'll take a picture. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
Gracias a ustedes. La verdad, quiero agradecer también a mi entrenador, que sí me abrió las puertas de su gimnasio. Estoy muy agradecida con eso.
She said, I would like to thank you guys, obviously, for having me. And she'd like to thank her trainer, Bones Adams, for opening his doors as well and, giving her an opportunity.
En México igual, a la familia Navarro,
same thing with
Quintana.
Same thing in Mexico with the family Navarro and Quintana, who opened their doors as well.
Y gracias. Y que,
thank
para
you.
adelante.
Yep, just moving forward.
All right.
Okay.
Well, yes. I never expected it to turn out like this.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem rolling, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Treat the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
checking in from Tennessee. It's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
LB Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Stick around. There's more to come. We're about to get the world-renowned trainer Bones Adams in the gym. Clarence Adams, for those that don't know. And if you don't know, he will be inducted, right?
It will be inducted into the Nevada Boxing
Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Mr. Bones Adams on such an achievement. Danny, I know you're going to act like, oh, I don't care because you know you, but like when it's all said and done, do you want to be in the Hall of Fame?
For sure.
Oh.
For sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
What you think you'll get inducted for?
I just think, I think bringing boxing to the
being the first fucking radio station in boxing history.
He's going to get inducted for best spills.
You know what I'm saying? Because as much as we're a podcast, we're a radio station, bro. We're live. We take callers. We engage.
I have like my goals in this game is the moon.
Huge.
Is the moon.
That's right, baby.
And I've seen what other people have been able to accomplish, and I've been able to some of those people align myself with and learn from, and just be able to surround myself by the best. So, any room I'm in, I'm trying to be the least successful.
Danny's gonna be the new voice, man. He's gonna be the young voice. He's half my age, so he's got to take over one day. Listen, let's get Bones up in here and talk some boxing, man. Who almost got hit by a car, yo? Who almost got hit by? Oh, there go Bones. I need one of them sweatsuits too.
Yeah, word is born.
That looks good. That looks good.
You guys need to wear one of my shirts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we just said. We need one of them sweatsuits. Definitely need one of those. How are you, man?
Good, my good.
Yeah, let's get these headphones going. Get your story.
Talking to Mike, Bones. We gotta hear it.
Yeah.
He asked me.
You can
like,
extend it.
Who's
extend
Mike?
it. Look.
Mike.
You can extend it. Look.
There we go.
Okay.
Bones, extend it if you need it closer. There you go. So, Clarence Bones Adams.
That's my slave name. Clarence is my slave name.
Okay. I didn't know because people need to Google you, so I don't know. They find you by Bones now?
Yeah, of course, but they always have. But the thing is with that is the reason I said that, I went for a legal name change, and they denied me.
Why?
His grounds was he thinks Clarence Richard Adams Jr. is a great name. I should keep it.
The judge.
The judge.
So wow, the judge has to agree with a name change.
Yes.
It's not just you wanting it. I never knew that.
Well, I didn't either until my case. Yeah, it's the first time I ever known someone to get denied.
Wow.
Yo, it's
Speaking of denial,
right.
Devin Haney trains at your gym.
Yes.
His father was just approved a late travel visa.
Right.
Does that help the situation, or it didn't matter? Devin was gonna win or lose without Devin's father, Bill Haney, in the corner.
I just think that it's more like a security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I think he likes Dad being there, but Devin's gonna do what Devin does. We know that because Devin pretty much trains himself. his dad helps out and stuff, but mainly all the other guys help him more than anybody. It's just more of a security blanket for him in the ring.
Bones, obviously you seeing Devin, especially for this camp in your gym, and I've been in several camps with Devin now. What'd you see out of Devin this camp, and how do you think that's gonna show this weekend?
So you guys got to remember, he signed with Top Rank, so he was over there training for this camp.
Not entirely.
Not entirely, but majority.
We've seen him in your gym quite a few.
Majority of the time.
Yeah. I want to say the second half he spent in Top Rank, but the first half he was with you.
Yeah.
But
from what you did get to see,
No, listen. Devin's out. Listen, my thing is this. I think Devin 100% beats him. But when they get the decision, they screwed Manny Pacquiao over there. Who's Devin Haney?
Yeah, but Manny Pacquiao and Devin have two different styles. Devin knows how to control range.
That's not what I'm saying. They screwed him.
I get it.
Manny won.
But he made that fight close, though.
But
he made it close.
Hey, this fight's going to be close. You think it's going to be a blowout?
Yeah.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
I bet you Devin 10-2s his ass. I bet you.
There's no way.
It's too skilled, Bones. You seen that? He controls that range, the way he stabs to the body.
He barely did that with JoJo Diaz.
What?
He barely did the 10-2 with that.
You right. I could see that fight being 9-3, 8-4 at the very least.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about the 8-4.
Yeah. I said 8-4 at the very least.
I think so too. But what would the judges have it that way? No.
I think so.
I can't remember how they had it.
I think a fight has to be close for them to steal it from you, man. Like look at Floyd Canelo. One judge tried to steal it with the draw card, but it's hard to get three people to see that shit when it's so separate.
The same thing when I just had Shane fight. So two judges had Shane winning, I think, by 3-4 easy because it was an easy fight for him. The other judge had it a draw. Who has it a draw?
In the Rosado fight?
Yes.
Holy
one had
shit.
a draw, yeah.
No, I had Shane clearly winning. That's his best performance ever. I can't even understand someone would give it a draw.
One give it a draw.
Holy shit. But that's what I'm saying. Again, Shane did so good, two people were able to see, and that's what I feel is going to happen with Devin Wynn. He's just too fast for that kid, man.
Yeah. I mean,
think about it. Did you watch the Mickey Bay fight?
No.
Man. Well, forget about that. I want to talk about you. How did it all start?
Let me just say something. Devin's man. I'm saying, I seen him. I know him since he was a child. The kid could fight. Mm-hmm. But then again, like I always say, the fighter makes the trainer.
Damn! Look at this, Bones. They said Shane looked like Ray Robinson. You must feel good.
Yeah, I do. I'm very proud of him. We're very close, and Shane Senior was actually in the camp as well that helped us out. So helped us out a lot this camp.
That's what's up. Yeah. So I want to start from the beginning, man, because I know you're going to be inducted this year, and I know you were a fighter. So take us back, man. When did it start for you? Because you look so young too, Bones. I mean, how old are you?
I am 47.
Oh, wow. You are young. Yeah. Amazing. Okay.
I started professional at 15, so that kind of gives
Canelo
me the
Alvarez
edge.
story.
Yeah.
So you started pro boxing at 15.
Here in the United States.
And how'd you get that approved? Because it seems like it's hard for Americans to...
Well, because I think one of the reasons because of me, back before they would hand you a piece of paper and say fill it out. And there's like 5-6 states you can be 16. Mm-hmm. So they would hand me a piece of paper. I just said I was 16. And then once I had one license, it was easier to do.
Okay.
So
you got your own license is what you're saying?
Yeah, my professional license.
Oh, professional boxer's license. All right, so then who got you fights, though? You were still 15, 16.
Unfortunately, that's the reason I have daddy issues. My dad turned me pro. My dad got me the fights. He said you're gonna be he made me quit school in 8th grade. He said you're gonna be a professional fighter, world champion. So, fuck it.
So you turned pro. So when did you first start training, Bones?
I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow. So you were just bred for this. This is what you were supposed to do. Do you have sons?
I do. I have 3 sons, and I do not want this for them.
So none of them box?
None.
Have any of them tried to?
Yes,
begged to?
They are right now. A couple of them are, but...
What do you mean? What do you mean they are?
Well, they're asking me, hey, I want to fight. Teach me. But I'm teaching them to take over my business.
Okay,
You know what
as
I'm
a
saying?
trainer or as a manager?
As a trainer. So, as a trainer.
So, how did your career go as a professional?
Ups and downs, like, you know, kind of rough. You know, my career was I'm looking for that white privilege.
You were looking for the white privilege?
Yeah, because listen, every time it was a close fight, listen, even the Kevin Kelly fight. My son and I watched Kevin Kelly fight the other day. To me, I remember being bored in the fight, but yet I sit there watching and go, I clearly won the fight, but they call it a draw, and I was the underdog. Even like my father got me with Orlando Canizales as soon as I turned 18 years old.
Damn, bro, you fought Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you went
That's sick.
You went to France for that fight against Orlando for your first title shot.
And to tell you the truth, that on that aspect, I believe if the fight was here in the United States,
let me get a screenshot. Bones, this don't even look like you.
Yeah.
Wow, like legit, this doesn't even look like you. Not that you look old, it just doesn't look like you.
So what were you saying about that Orlando fight?
So Orlando, I believe if it wasn't in France, I probably would have beat him. But
up to that point, that was a really close fight too.
Yeah, well, it was. I got my jaw broke. Both sides of my jaw broke. I still got the scars in the very first punch in the third round, and I fought. But the thing is, it's that's not even the issue. The issue is I should have stayed with Bobby Goodman. My dad made me turn pro, but as soon as I turned 16, I got Madison Square Garden Network. Bobby Goodman, one of the greatest promoters of all time, signed me, and he was making a superstar out of me. And then my dad decides we got to leave to go with Cedric Kushner and get the title shot. And just everything just went downhill from there. I should have just stayed with Bobby, but my dad made me leave. So that's kind of a reason, daddy issues. So I fight 9 rounds with a broken jaw. Very close fight. Whoever won the last round, I mean, it's just one of those fights. And he stops it because he said, I can't see you get hit anymore. 9 rounds, I got hit with it. You knew my jaw was broken. What's one more? I mean, I'm a dog, bro. I don't, you know. As my first title defense, I broke my hand when I won the title. I broke my
And that was against Nestor Garza,
yes,
right?
Nestor Garza. I broke my hand in training camp. Then I went ahead and took the fight anyways with the broken hand and knocked him out with my broken hand. You know, there's just a dog in me. There's just like when things are great, they're great for me, and there's no stopping me. But then also, it's like once I got robbed from Paulie the first time, you know, the first fight, you know, the second fight he won easy, but the first fight I won clearly. But when I got robbed,
Paulie Malignaggi?
No, Ayala.
About to say Ayala?
Yeah.
Is that Edwin? Is he related to Edwin Ayala from Connecticut?
No.
Oh.
Or he could be. I don't know.
Yeah, Edwin Ayala was a boxer.
I love Paulie. Paulie and I, listen, has nothing to do with him. But I got screwed out of the decision, and I hated boxing. I just hated boxing from then on.
You knew that had you won that first Ayala fight, that either the Antonio Barrera or that the Morales and Barrera fight were right there.
Yes, and I wanted the Eric Morales fight so bad. Fuck Barrera. hey, that motherfucker knew how to box, punch. Man, he was slick as hell. He could fucking fight.
Barrera.
Eric fight no doubt too, but he had one dimensional. He was just ready to fight. He's gonna fight. So the idea with him is that if you hit him hard, he's ready to fight more. So just put him to sleep, pop, 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 just tap, 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 just go. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. The next thing you know, the fight's over.
So when did you decide to call it quits, and how long did it take before you knew you were gonna be a trainer?
You know, I called it quits because my last fight, I was sick as a dog. I was just sick. I couldn't make weight, having trouble with everything, just sick. I couldn't even hit the pads one round. My trainer at the time, like, oh, this guy's a bum, which the guy was a bum, and I could easily beat him if I was just halfway healthy. But I couldn't even hit the pads one round without getting tired. I couldn't do it. I was just so weak. I took the fight, and I got stopped. And I also told myself since I was a child, if I ever got stopped and dropped, whatever, I would retire. So that's how they ended up. Boom, over.
So how long did it take to turn to trainer?
Years. I hated boxing for what it did to me, and because like I said, when you put everything into it, and you win a fight and they rob you and they take it from you, and all the aches and pains and break this and break that, and just like everything you go through to be what you're gonna be, and then just kind of just let you down. So I kind of stayed away from boxing.
So what brought you back? Who brought you back? Was it a fighter?
I would say prison.
Prison brought you back? You went to prison?
Yeah, I went to prison.
Okay, how long you had to do?
Not long, but long enough to know I didn't want to go back there again. The fuck, you mean? I went for 6 months for a limousine case, but I retired from boxing. I started working in the limousine business, and went to prison. Then just when I go back, it's like, you know what? I need to do what I need to do. But what I know and I love, stick with that. And I started being a trainer.
Damn, turnaround story. So you get out. Who's there for you? Like, are you on your own?
No, I had my old manager, Greg Hanley. He was he was there.
That's official.
No, he was there. He was there while I was in before and after. He's been in my life for probably 20 some years.
Would he come see you?
He didn't come see me, no. But my kids would every other weekend.
That's good.
And my daughter, she was old enough. She was over in L.A., so she would come one week, then the boys would come the next week.
Were you married at the time?
Yes.
Yes. Stuck with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Great. Amazing.
But
so
ex now.
Oh, you're ex now?
Yes.
But I'm assuming that came after you became Bones Adams, the trainer.
About 2 or 3 years
I'm
ago.
sure you started getting pulled in a lot of different directions when you starting a business too.
Not necessarily that. It was done before I even went to prison, but you gotta put that time in. I love my boys. I love my boys to death. I have 2 of them that live with me, and the one goes back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So the main thing is the boys stay with me.
So you decide you want to be a trainer now. How do you go about this? Because obviously there's overhead. You need a gym. You need gym space. The equipment, the ring.
Right.
What's Bones' first step?
So I've had this gym for a long time, been part of this gym for a long time. My manager and I we went in half for it. And we've had it since, I don't know, I forgot, 2003. A long time.
The same gym you're at now?
The same gym.
Now, isn't the rumor story behind that used to be Robert Guerrero's house, the former champ?
Robert Guerrero's house is over by the Silverton. He still has it.
Oh, my God.
It's a great place over there, too. Real nice.
Oh, my God. We thought that was your house. Yeah, we thought his house was your house.
No. Listen, it's like opposite. My house is shitty and the gym is fantastic. And his gym is kind of shitty. And his house is fantastic. If you mix them together, bro, it'd be perfect. So,
bro, but your house is like on over an acre, right?
Well, I know, but the house itself is just kind of run down and stuff. And, just you can't do too much there at the house because so many people. Robert's is more of a really, really private gym to where mine's kind of half private, half not. So everyone has to park in the back and everyone has to be there. And just kind of like makes it difficult. I don't like it because I never leave work.
You never leave work. I thought you would like that your work is right there. You saving on gas and food.
Strangers beating on your door all the time, day, night. People going in and out. Strange people you don't even know is at your house. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just kind of like.
But I'm sure a lot of opportunities come from that too.
It's annoying. Yeah. No. I mean, like I said, it's great and bad both at the same time. So.
But you've been there since 2003.
Well, we used to rent it out as a training camp, just training camps. But I've been there since 2008 in the house.
And is the goal to get another house and just have that fully?
Correct. Yep.
So you just need that one big fighter.
That's it.
So that's still a beautiful facility.
Listen, how I started training was Silas was back there.
What?
Silas was back there, yeah. So I was just talking to Silas. He said, "But just come back here. I can't guarantee you anybody that want to work with you or just hang out and stuff, if they like you, whatever. So after like a month or so goes by, he puts his arm around me and said, the guys like you, I like you, you did a great job, and would like you to help train the English-speaking fighters. And Joel Casimiro will take the Spanish. I go, it's perfect.
So Casimiro also used to train out of there.
Yes, there's a lot of people. So many people has been through there, and they like, oh, it's my gym, my gym. No, Thomas, it hasn't been. It's been mine. But I knew I was on the right track as a trainer aspect is when I'm talking to some of the fighters, they're, oh, that's just what Salas said. And Salas wouldn't allow me to do pad work. But while he was doing pad work, y'all, they looked at, oh, that's what Bone said. So I knew I was on the right track. But there's a guy named Brandon Woods who actually taught me how to verbal and speak about what I want, how to be a trainer, what I need out of fighters and structure.
So, what would you say is the biggest fighter you've trained?
It's hard to say because
most accomplished. Then, what's the most accomplished?
Probably Amir Khan.
Oh wow, you trained Amir.
Yeah.
Wow.
I trained a lot. Marcos Maidana. I trained a lot of fighters and a lot of people that come in and out there. But I like the, Master, not the inventor, the improver.
You got that tattooed on you.
Yeah, there you go. I like that because I like guys who aren't perfect.
Yep.
That I just like to turn the life around and my problem is I just like to see somebody who wants it as much as I do.
Well, that's what your fighter Abram Martinez said. He said, was it Abrams? One of your fighters came in and they're like, they got with you because they seen you was just as hungry as he was.
Yeah, it was Abram.
Yeah, it's true though. I mean, you gotta think that. So it's hard for me to a lot of times too. I gotta know my guy, and a lot of times too, I will go to a referee and I would tell them, "Hey, listen, I'm not stopping this fight. So if it gets bad, you need to do it because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna let it go. Because that's the way I was, and that's the way I want to be, and that's just my personality. It's just I've yet to stop a fight myself personally because of the referees, and I do let the referees know beforehand, but if need be, of course I would, but I'm gonna get that guy that fighting chance. I'm gonna let him do like people did to me.
Have you ever had a fight stopped by the referee? Not you as a professional fighter, but as a professional trainer. Has one of your fighters been stopped by the ref?
Yeah.
Who?
Your boy.
Your boy. I love it.
Your boy was over here. What's his name? I forgot. From Florida. I just went blank with his
Cubas?
name. No,
Aries?
No. The black kid from Florida talks a lot. Jalen or something.
Jalen Rose.
Jalen.
Oh, you were with him for Jalen Phillips.
Phillips, yeah.
You were with him for the Abdullah Mason fight.
Sort of, yeah. So my whole thing is this: as a trainer and as a person, I'm honest as can be. And listen, I want to be honest throughout my whole life about everything in my life. This kid did have potential, but he wasn't ready. And I was trying to move him along slowly, because he eventually could have been something. But he goes and
still could be. It's early.
He could have been something.
Oh,
so when you make one mistake, you're gonna keep doing it over and over again, and he did. But the situation being, I told him that you're not ready for Abdullah Mason. Don't take the fight. A few people talked him into it. I don't know if it's the money. I don't know if it's the opportunity. I have no clue. But when I just tell him, don't take the fight. And then they did it anyways. And then he got mad and said that I wasn't with him, and he felt alone in the locker room because I wasn't back there. Do you guys know who Church is?
Yeah.
My boy, bro. Yeah, you guys have him on the show yet?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Godfather Church.
Listen, because I wasn't back there at church.
And by churching, you mean hyping him up.
I wasn't back there. He's the greatest.
Let's go, Jalen Phillips. You gonna do it, baby.
Exactly. You're the greatest. But That's
That's
not
not
my
you.
job. That's not me. I said name one motherfucker in there ever that ever been that way too. Ever. I'm just not. That's just not me.
Yeah.
So he felt alone because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was alone because he took a fight that I told him not to take. So therefore, if he wants to do everything himself, and then afterwards, his uncle was blaming me for setting him up, for a fight that I told him not to take. And I go, over $500? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why am I asking for $500? What the fuck's $500? I'm gonna set somebody's up and ruin their life and their career over $500.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
For sure. So you said he had potential, though. I think someone said he overtrains, though, and he himself said he'd be in the gym 8 hours. Do you think a fighter can overtrain?
So that's always, I was listening about the running situation, right? Everybody's worried about the miles you run. How many miles do you run in a fight?
None.
How much time do you put in a fight?
About 36 minutes.
So you put the time in, not the miles. Thank you. You gotta put time.
So you don't believe in running?
I believe in running, but you put the time in. You don't put the miles in.
So you saying run for the 36 minutes of your fight?
Run whatever 15, 20, 30. Run for the time. Don't run for the distance.
I mean, that's kind of on par with people that say they'd rather do wind sprints than running long distance for boxing because it's more high impact.
I like to do both because I like to do my treadmill because my sprint's on the treadmill. My sprint's on the treadmill because you can't cheat it. What are you gonna do to a fighter if you don't run a lap in a minute? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do to him? Nothing. But he's gonna fall off that fucking treadmill and be you little bitch motherfucker. You little bitch, get the fuck up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I like the treadmill.
Okay, you can't cheat the treadmill.
You can't cheat it. No, never.
So I did get to watch some sparring with.
Hold on though. What if it's the opposite though, Bones? What if the fighter is able to run faster than that treadmill, but they can't because now they have to go.
Listen, my sprint. I don't want to give away for free, but my sprints we don't go by distance. We go by time, baby. We go by time. And and when you do multiple, that time adds up and adds up and adds up, and your body can't hang. He ain't gonna cheat shit. He may feel good for the first 3-4, but after that, until he gets in shape.
So, hearing you say that you are of the mindset that wouldn't stop a fight,
right.
I go back to that sparring. We won't say no names and who was sparring,
Right.
but I was on the outside like, man, you should stop that shit. But you let him go. What does a fighter learn from that? Because I felt like he was getting hit hard.
Who?
Yeah, I don't want to say no names.
No, because
it was a champ sparring one of your guys.
There's a lot of that going on. In the
It was
gym,
a former champion.
but-
It was a former champion sparring one of your guys. Oh, you helping him?
Yeah, I'm helping Bones.
No. So,
we don't gotta say his name.
No. I'm repeating, so I'm trying to think of the right words because different situations. He wasn't getting hit clean and hard and crisp and stuff like that. He's got to get in shape. He was out of shape because he was out for his nose surgery.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first time sparring. So and plus you gotta listen. You gotta go through some shit in the gym. If you don't go through shit in the gym, you never seen it before. And what happens if you never see it? You don't know how to react.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to know how to react both ways. He wasn't like he was just exhausted, not hurt.
No, I could tell that. But I felt like he was getting hurt because he couldn't move anymore. He couldn't move anymore. Like obviously, first 2 rounds he popping his jab, moving around. He's slick.
Yeah.
Then the tank kicked in. So now it's no, and I'm like, fucking move, use the ring. Yeah. Like cause shit. Those are some shots.
Yeah.
Those are some shots. He was trying to take it. And the former champion's intelligent. He slowed him down. He attacked that body, man.
We knew that from the get-go.
He attacked that body.
That's why we like to work. But if you ever watch the champ spar, he does that with everybody. So, I mean, if you did that, he ain't going to get rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple.
Well, that was the first time I got to see him spar.
Oh, really? Oh, bro.
He's quite a treat.
He's a great fighter, and I'm glad that he's adding to His
he added what was that? Like some side steps, right?
I've been trying to get him to shift and pivot and just get offline. And his dad trains him, and he finally got to do it. It only took 3 years, but he's doing it. He looked fantastic. I was just so happy. He's not even my fighter, but I was just so happy to see the growth in him. Because
I didn't want to over assess it because obviously he's a former world champion. Your fighter is probably 5 and under fights.
4-0.
Yeah, so but he did look good. I would like to see can he do that. He's actually. Can't say it because then we'll be giving away the name. Anyway.
Yes, that's all right. You can't though. You can't though.
So didn't you used to train Michael Hunter?
Yeah.
He's gonna be fighting Huey Fury, man. He slimmed down a lot. Have you seen him physically? I know y'all both in Vegas.
Yeah. We I got guys. We train them. Johnny Rice is
Actually, yeah. Don't you got to come to sparring tonight at 7? Is it
1? It's at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock today.
Joe Joyce.
But Joe Joyce is
Hunter Joyce.
Yeah.
You going or no?
No.
What?
For what?
Peekaboo. I see you.
Listen, I got people in my gym who's gonna be there.
Who?
I got Johnny Rice. Well, Johnny's gonna be over there because Johnny and Mike help each other a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
And it's great because we all do. But I got a trainer, fighter Xavier Vigning. He's a heavyweight, 6'8". He's 250, but he lost a lot of weight and stuff. But he's gonna gain his weight back probably about 260, 265. He's been out for a while, so he's starting to come back now.
How old is he?
He's 30.
3-0, 2 knockouts.
Yeah, that's him. But he hasn't fought in so long, and for some reason, it's like when he had just signed with Top Rank. He was going to fight, I think it was like December 2nd or 3rd, right? It's like COVID before COVID. He got, on like Thanksgiving Day, he got sick. He went from 270 to 220. Man, he was on a deathbed. They don't know what it was. They still couldn't figure it out. Long story short, he's just now starting to come back and recover, got his body healed up. So he's a beast, bro. He's a beast.
Bones, how do you get so many celebrities to go there? Like, it's been like, I've only been here 3 months. I think I've seen 2 different. I don't watch those sports, but I definitely seen a basketball player. Someone told me was a famous basketball player that can't give you the name. And then you even had a football player, right? And then you had a bare knuckle fighter. You remember the names, Danny?
Nah, I wasn't there. I was only there for the Larry Holmes.
He does pad work, the basketball player, right?
Right.
Who is he? You don't know either. Me neither.
No. Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Because it's private. That's why he goes to keep it private. Beautiful. Okay, I get it.
Good, nice young man.
Okay, I didn't even think that's what it was, like a private situation, so he's not bothered.
Well, just better that way. You mean I like to keep it that way, and I never know who's going to pop in the door. I mean, you just never know, and that's the amazing thing. I love my gym because of that reason. No one calls in advance. No, they just show up.
So, I don't know. Would you rank gyms like hottest gym, top 5?
I would probably, especially if I was a boxing fan. And
hottest gyms in Vegas, top 5. Where you think Bones Adams is ranked?
Well, I don't rank myself. I can't talk about myself.
Why not?
But
if you want to be the champ, you got to say you're the champ.
No, my attitude is this. If you're a bad motherfucker, do you have to tell people?
No.
People tell you.
You're right.
So people tell me that my job is like Floyd Mayweather's than mine throughout the world. Everywhere I go, from England, Dubai, everywhere. Like it's Floyd Mayweather's than mine.
I think it's top ranked than yours.
Yeah,
I think top rank.
That's only because it was, but it went downhill. But then Top Rank did some doing some dirty shit and making fighters go there, which is I don't blame them in one way, but they're forcing fighters to go there and use the gym to get it hot again, to get people like yourself to think it's a hot gym.
I mean, it might be the spot to go to for sparring days. That shit was like a fucking. We went there when? What day was that? Monday or one of their sparring days? It was a lot of different fucking teams. It was crazy. I never been to a gym like that other than yours.
Because You know, it wasn't like that until recently, correct?
I don't know. I just got
here
3 months ago.
here recently. Well, it hasn't. It used to be back in the day when I was there, because that's where I started at. That gym was like banging like it is today, but it just died off. No one was going there. So now they're starting to sign fighters and telling and demanding, hey, you got to use our facility. We will sign you, but you got to use this on these terms. Which you know what? They should have been doing that from the beginning, but they're doing it now. That's why it's such a hot spot right now. So it's kind of a forced hot spot, not a just like minor floor, just because.
I don't mean on a day-to-day. I think it's hot for sparring because it's like everybody showing up. Right. People coming in from everywhere for those days.
Yeah. I've been there a few times. You know, y'all seen, I don't know if I've seen you there. Yeah, I go there.
No. Again, I just got here 3 months ago, so I'm fresh. I'm new. I'm just starting to, mingle.
Shit, truth be told, even me, I've been living here and doing boxing. Been doing boxing for going on 5 years. I didn't go to Top Rank for the first time till November.
That's what I'm saying.
This past November.
Told you.
And that was because Crawford had a workout, and then it was like, okay, but yeah, you right. Well, at least you right in the sense that I didn't know, if top fighters, I'm going wherever the top fighters is telling me they training at. Right. So it didn't happen until, the last few months that I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
I don't blame them one way. They're promoting, they're putting money behind them, they're doing everything. Just use their gym.
And that's like, you think they forcing them, or you think they saying you can use our gym for free?
They're forcing them. And free, but they're forcing them. Because I know the newer guys that they're signing, they're telling them, listen, we'll work with you, but on these cases that they're not forcing them, but they strongly suggest.
So a guy like Shushu, they paid for him to come out to use the gym then.
Yeah.
Because if I'm from Brooklyn, just because I signed,
his manager,
James Prince.
James Prince, yeah.
No, Shushu not with James Prince.
He's not.
Who? No, Shushu not.
His father? Because I know he's got his father.
I thought he was with James.
Nah, he ain't with James Prince.
We didn't even ask that. We just had him.
So are you saying, like Devin, is that what you saying, that Devin went from
where he went from my gym? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, because the way, I got a good relationship with Bill. Bill just wanted, the way he made it seem, and I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty clear, is like, they wanted to show up. Like, all right, we here, motherfucker. Like, he wanted to spar some of them dudes that they couldn't get to before. You know what I'm saying? So
no, it's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, but they, yeah.
So what's the plans for Bones Adams, man? We just asked Nelsi Castillo, one of your fighters, like a year from now. So a year from now, what will we be, recapping about Bones and what took place in 12 months?
You know what? I'm just growing. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for that moment. Did boxing, like when I boxed, as I was saying earlier, when I boxed, I never studied or broke down boxing ever. I just fought. I just did it. I had a lot of people I used to watch and just pick it up. During COVID, I started breaking boxing down, and that really elevated my training.
And by breaking it down, you mean what? Going back, watching tape?
No, breaking it down. Just see, I'm like I told you, I like to tell the truth, and the body movement. I'm just watch everything and watch leverage, and balance is everything to me. And I started throwing punches, and I started hitting the bag again, because I don't do nothing in 12 years probably. But start hitting the bag again and I'm off balance and start playing with the bag and start hitting it and being true and honest. Like, what creates the most power and balance, and that's how I create. That's how I train my fighters now.
All right.
But I like to listen. I like to have a couple world champions.
We got Rue in the 504. He says, looking back on 504 is New Orleans. Yeah. Looking back on the first Ayala fight.
I fought there, by the way.
What are your thoughts after all these years? I think you kind of answered that, no?
What's that? With Paulie?
Looking back at the first Ayala fight, what's your thoughts after all these years?
You know what? Hey, listen. Me and Paulie still talk. It's nothing with me or him. It had to do with my manager and Top Rank. But long story short, he's a great fighter, tremendous fighter. But it just when you're going on a roller coaster going up, and then all of a sudden that downfall was just like 90 degrees. I fell off and couldn't get back on the roller coaster. Lost all the love.
I got Coach Myers in Connecticut. What was it like turning pro at 15 and fighting grown men that's 37 with almost 160 professional fights?
That's another thing too. When I turned pro, I was 15, fighting 130 because I just whatever weight I walked around, I just turned pro at. Once I got down to 118, I started knocking people out like I did as an amateur. I was knocking everybody out in the amateur, everyone, and I just remember like everybody underestimated me because I was so young, and that was the best thing ever.
I got James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas, that says, what's your thoughts on Reynoso Camp having back-to-back losses, losing Ryan Garcia, possibly losing Andy Ruiz, Frank Sanchez left to Joe Goosen? Is there a common denominator?
Well, I'm not sure about their camp. I'm not in their camp, but hats off to Eddie and the things he did with Canelo. But then again, like I said at the beginning of the show, the fighter makes the trainer. The trainer don't make the fighter. And there's a great example.
All right. We got Justin White. This says, like what you said, fighters make the trainers. But any trainers you feel overhyped or just don't like? I train my fighters better than you type of thing. Or is that not like a thing? Thanks for the entertaining questions. Thanks for entertaining the question.
You know what? Listen, everybody, it depends on your fighter, depends on your style, depends on how you talk to, that's my problem being a ex-fighter myself. And my mentality is trying to learn everyone else's mentality. So what I can get out of someone may not be able to, and vice versa. So everyone has their each and own individual style. And apparently, like I said, like they have world champions. They're doing phenomenal as well. So one person, it's just not one way. There's multiple ways to do it. Multiple great trainers, multiple bad trainers. So,
what's your thoughts on Christian Thun? I know you don't train him, but he's obviously been to your gym. Dude's huge. Yeah. Does he got potential? You think you see something? I'm sure you've seen him spar your fighter Johnny Rice.
Yeah. Listen, he has great potential. He's a heavyweight, huge, but like I said, I'm excited for my fighter Xavier Vigny. But I'm telling you, like when he gets back and he's been slowly doing it and getting back, he is the next Tyson Fury. I'm telling you, like he's big. He's strong, but not that devastating power like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice, one right hand, you're out. One left hook, you're out. One jab, you're out. He's not like that, but he's throwing 80 to 100 punches around in the heavyweight. Constantly shifting, pivoting, 5 left hands. Just he's doing things that heavyweights don't do.
Wow. Have you ever seen Arthur Puello, Dominican fighter?
No, I don't think so.
He's been out here for 2 months.
He's number one in the.
What weight is he?
140. 140. You got any 140-pound fighters?
Just Abram.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you even say he's 140.
He's too far away. He's too far away, though.
Yeah. Who trains him?
Maybe Salas?
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
You don't know Spanish, right? When I first came here, you had a Spanish guy in your gym. You guys are not together no more?
No, they're there when I have them, but
you might need
they have a Google Translator. But
let me tell you something.
But I understand now because of Nelsi. I understand a lot more. Like it's kind of a funny situation. She speaks Spanish, I answer in English, and vice versa. We kind of understand each other, and I understand I'm picking up words and stuff. But as many punches as I've taken, I'll probably never speak Spanish in my life.
You're gonna need like a Danny in there, man. I'm telling you, right now.
I do.
Right now, there's a lot of Spanish fighters looking for a new Spanish home, from what I'm hearing, bro.
Of course, but that's the problem. Like, just take black, Mexican, all these, right? Just the whites, the only ones really just go anywhere, right? We go anywhere. The Cubans,
everybody else clicks up.
The Cubans will stick with the Cubans. It's not really the best thing for them. I would say 95% of the time, but they're there because they're Cuban.
Yeah,
and I just don't understand that about the mentality of these guys.
Because it's a culture thing.
It doesn't matter about the culture, but about you. You're the one
but
fighting.
if you don't feel in a good environment, how you gonna train at your best? You know what I'm saying?
Because you'll start feeling good about your environment because you're knocking motherfuckers out. You start feeling real good about your
Hey.
environment, not getting hit, not getting hurt, not just a lot of different ways. But they won't. They're not open to that, so they rather stick to the same old thing.
Well, I hear
You know what I
different,
mean?
man. I
So-
hear they are open to I'm hearing.
Hello, listen.
But you don't speak English.
I mean
I do speak
Spanish.
English. I do
Spanish.
speak English.
To make that connection.
Hey, puff, pass, bro.
Nah.
It's
Spanish.
Hey,
It's
listen,
Spanish.
let me tell you something. Listen, I understand enough, and boxing's boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, all you gotta do is listen, watch me and do it. It's like a dance. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you understand the song or not. You get that beat. You watch somebody. You do. So just listen. Watch what I'm going to do. We'll do exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll help you when to do it and when to use it, and how to use it.
Hopefully, and I know Robert does speak English and speaks it well, but hopefully AJ has success with Robert Garcia.
Right.
And people,
Robert's perfect English, bro.
and people can see. You get what I'm saying? People can see because even though on the night, Robert's there, his father still has a lot. We were just down there. His father still has a lot to say, and his father doesn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
None.
Let me tell you, his father is very knowledgeable, and like you said, boxing is boxing.
Boxing is boxing. You figure it out one way or another. It's kind of like love and love, right? I don't give a listen. Be honest with yourself. Do you have to speak the same language as a girl? If you really see somebody and you want to get with them, do you have to speak the same language? You figure out a way. Because you want that girl.
I'm gonna figure out a way, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
It doesn't matter.
Term.
But I'm saying, but you want that girl, right? So you're gonna figure out a way to get it, or you want that food, or you want what if you want something bad enough, you do whatever it takes to get it. So same with the same people, and you can kind of see like you're in a rut. They're not really teaching you nothing. You're doing the same things over and over again, saying the same thing. You're in a rut, so you need to go somewhere new to teach you something new and grow as a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But they rather just stay in that little rut and stay to themselves. To me, that's how I see it. People just are that way.
Well, let me see what else I got here.
Ask me anything, I'll tell you the truth. Except for that.
No, I'm just refreshing, see if we got any more from the people.
But yeah, I mean, Bones, you do know I speak fluent Spanish.
I know.
Just throwing that out there.
My whole thing is this. It's kind of like this. I need help training. I'm not making a killing. I'm not making a killing. Someone who I'll give them the skills and ability, to be able to make.
So you're looking for an apprentice?
Yes, but
or are you actually looking to pay a second?
But I'm looking for an apprentice.
Okay.
But here's the situation: anybody in boxing already has their own ideas.
Yes,
and they're gonna do what because I've tried so many times. They're gonna do what if you sit there and watch them, so you might as well be there doing it yourself. You sit there and watch them, but as soon as you turn your back, they're doing some things that they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Telling your fighters to do things that you wouldn't tell them.
Yeah. Or having them do a certain thing or a certain punch or a certain movement. Everything has a reason and purpose, and I'll try to break it down. So I said I started breaking boxing down during COVID. So I want to make sure everything has a reason and a purpose to be doing it. And so far, like I said, I can't remember the last time I lost. The problem with my guys are they're not making millions of dollars, so it's hard for me to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember, and I even asked people in the gym, I can't remember the last time I lost a fight.
You mean with a fighter?
With a fighter, yeah. Well, I might not go back. I can't remember either, but I go back and look at my record. But
wow.
I can't.
So as a trainer, you don't have a loss, or you can't remember the loss?
I've had losses before, but I can't remember. Like
that's how long it's been.
So the last time I remember losing is with Jalen when he fought. But like the whole situation is, I knew he was gonna lose. I told him not to take the fight, to stay away from the fight. So I don't really even count that because
I don't.
When a guy does something you tell him not to do, how can you get blamed for that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bones. I don't know that there's a fighter making a pro debut that would have beat Abdullah Mason. Like
I know, Abdullah.
Yeah, so
he's been in my gym many times. The whole family. I love the family. I love the dad. It just so I already
you knew who it was, man.
Of course, I knew who he was. That's what I was trying to tell this kid. He
didn't take your advice, and that's something that you can only bring the horse to the water.
It's kind of like this. It's great being confident, right? But you can only take confidence so far.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very you had him on the show, very confident young man, very enlightening. But then again, like I said before, when you have to say it yourself, usually it's not true. So, and that's just the way I've always said. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali started saying I'm the greatest, and then people agreed. You know what I mean? So, but the people told him he was.
He had to start it, just like Wilder. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Well, I understand that too, but you don't say the greatest and you beat this guy, beat this, and no one else does. Nobody else does. Not nobody. Know what you mean? Nobody.
Really quick, because I do know that you're very familiar with Bob Ware.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard what he's going through right now.
No, what's going on?
He's detained. They have him in a detention center in Australia as, he went out there for the Haney fight.
Right.
And he's being detained apparently over a visa discrepancy. So they have him in a detention center. As of last night, our time, which I believe was yesterday morning in Australia when he landed.
I felt bad for Bob. Bob is a great dude. He shouldn't be in that situation. But, then again, that should have been taken care of before he left. It's like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice had his bags packed, went to the plane. He was on over there to support Devin. And then they denied him.
That was Johnny's fault, though, Bones. He said he didn't know you needed to be vaccinated.
But because he's traveled to several different countries already, and you just need a negative test.
Right.
So he just assumed it was that way, not knowing,
Well, he said he read, but he said that he fucked up. And he said,
he was reading
he said, I read the rules for Austria, not Australia. And he's like, I realized that at the airport and when they turned me around. But that's crazy. It was fucked up, and I was happy that because I wasn't allowed in.
Right.
So I have to now go through the work visa, and hopefully it be approved for the rematch should it take place in Australia. But I was happy because obviously at that time Bill hadn't been approved, and I'm like fuck, and now honestly anybody going out there to support Devin, I think it's huge because it is so far away. I know NBA star Damian Lillard's out there. Celebrity jeweler and Devin's jeweler, Benny the jeweler's out there. So he's getting some support, but obviously, the numbers are going to be stacked against them.
They wouldn't allow me over there either with Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice was trying to fight. They lied to me, but I talked to my boy, Jeff Fennick. Jeff, if I had a little bit more time and he took care of it, I could have got over there as well. But
it's the time.
It's a special interest visa because I can't go. I'm a criminal as well. They won't let me in, but they let me go as a special interest person.
That's what they did with Mike.
They did with Mike Tyson, exactly. But the first time they turn around and go back. But they could do that with anybody. That's the reason why I already knew that Bill was going to be there. Bill was always going to be there. They just doing whatever they can just to make a show, build things up. But I knew Bill would be there for Devin.
That's funny because I said the same thing, just different. Like everything hyped the fight. This was all good for hyping the fight. And at the end of the day, now Kambosos looks like, a fucking a knight in shining armor because he was turned to the camera and he's like, oh, the Australian Victorian government,
whoever's watching this,
let that man in. Yeah. Let that man's father in. Me father's going to be there. So he looks good, you know what I mean? Yeah. And the government made the call to that action. They answered it. But Bones, I think that is all our questions. Any fighters that have fights, anything you want to direct our audience to outside of your social media, which we need you to give and is on the screen for those that can't find it.
You know what? Like I said, like a lot of people ask me who am I training. I go, whoever shows up. My job isn't. I'm not a babysitter. I can't want it more than they do. So I'm not gonna go out there. Hey, you going to the gym today? Call you. I said, whoever shows up, and I train them. I work them. Fights, it's just hard to be. It seems like everything's happening in July. I believe so, and I think that we're actually my partner and I we're working on a beneficial show for the Ukraine, Westgate, July 2nd.
Okay,
it'll be a small pay-per-view card. I think Robert Gabriel will be the main event, and an undefeated Mexican fighter, I forgot his name, will be the co-main event, and then we're gonna get the fillers and stuff as well.
Okay,
but that's gonna be going July 2nd
in the Westgate here in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Nice,
yes,
nice.
Sir.
Well, all right. We're going to take this quick intermission. We'll be back for anybody that wants to voice their opinion But we're going to take a quick picture with Bones Adams.
And we'll be right back.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chad, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas. Palm Beach, Florida. Intrigue, the incredible. Straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and French fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
Say, why? Hey.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
LB Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back. If you're on the line and you feel like we haven't gone to, it's because you haven't pressed the #1 at least one time, indicating to the crew here at TBV that you're ready to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. 1-425-569-5241 is the number to call if you want to talk about anything we've been talking about today, whether that is fights, Devin Haney, approval,
Bill being
approved for his visa, Bones Adams, Nelsi Castillo, anything. The number is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. I'm going to go ahead and pin the Discord link in case you want to use Discord to call in. If you're on Discord, you need to raise your hand. That's going to indicate the engineer that you want to be on the live show, and we'll bring you on. So remember to raise your hand on Discord, and that link is in the live chat. Also, you can just press #1 on Blog Talk. We're going out to Oscar. What up, all my sanitation workers?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's up, Danny?
What up?
Good. Bill gets to go to Australia. That's some good news. Man, that was some good interviews, man. I truly think Bones Adams just doesn't like boxing. I think he's just forced into it. I did not know that. But isn't Barthélemy a promoter?
No, Bartolome's a fighter who we never broke that news. I don't think that's out there, right? Google it. See if this is breaking news. Bartholomew is going to be fighting Gary Antoine Russell at 140 pounds. Rancis Bartholomew.
But he could help out. What's the name? Right, Nelsi Castillo.
He has helped her. You know, and we got some information. You know, we'll give you guys an update.
I understand what you're saying. Like, I've been doing my job for 13 years, and they showed me the basics. And, you know, I picked up a lot on my own. But then when guys ask me, you know, I ask them right away. So that kind of sounds a little shitty that, you know, she was coming out and saying that. Not on her part, but saying, like, she expected a little more. And I understood what she was saying, like, you know, like, put her, like, on an undercard or something, you know what I mean? Like, put her as an opener. I understood exactly what she was saying. You know, I didn't understand how you were talking about, like, hang around and club. I was like,
well, no, because Ness, he was.
I wanted her to be specific.
Yeah, because he, you know, she said that they had helped and whatnot. So he was trying to figure out. So, you know, being here alone could be also overwhelming. So he's like, maybe she just wants, you know, that familiarity with her own people. That's what he was just trying to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured that what she was saying that she wanted to be put on. But,
no, she did say that.
She did. But
she did say that, and that's what she meant.
But Ness was trying to figure out could it have been something else. Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ness, one more thing. Did I miss that Joel Gomez too? You haven't brought him back, right?
Part 2? No, he's coming next week.
Oh, he's coming next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Shout out to all the fishing workers out there. Y'all have a good day. And hey, Ness, try to bring Troy King back, man.
Troy King? Yeah, no, he's coming on the 13th. He doesn't live in Vegas. I'm working, baby. We got him. Everybody's coming, man. Little by little, we putting them on the schedule. We're actually booked out for the next. We're dealing with the 3rd week right now of
July. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, of June. I'm sorry. That's a beautiful thing. So,
yeah.
That is a beautiful thing. CYP, what's up?
Yo, what up?
Yo.
You know, first I want to give a shout out to my wife. It's her birthday today.
Happy
she
birthday.
She don't listen to the show, but she listened to me argue with you motherfuckers. so she a part of this. Let's get to this Kambosos. Y'all realize that if he loses, in my opinion, when he loses, he'll be split decision, loss. Split decision, loss. Ain't nothing great about that, especially when one guy was on retirement, another dude we don't know of. Kambosos is food, and he's overrated. One big win ain't never made you no legend. It just means you got a big win. That shit's gonna go down. And when it's over, remember, split decision, loss. We're gonna call him George Split Decision Kambosos. And Mike Tyson and Eminem, they should have called Kambosos because all Kambosos got to do is say, hey, let the man in. And all of a sudden the government actually gives a fuck. As if they really let him in because Kambosos said so.
Right.
Mike Tyson and Eminem couldn't get in. But, you know, Kambosos, that's all we need. That's all we need is Kambosos. But that's all I got to say, man. I'm ready for this fucking fight. Hope y'all ready. I think we're bringing another Undisputed back, man. I think it's going to be a master class. I literally do. Both of these dudes fight similar, but one dude fights better. Usually that's when you get a 10-2. Let's see if we right. I got my money on Devin. Unanimous decision.
Yes, sir. CYP, happy birthday to your wife, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
Appreciate you calling in each and every day.
True. I disagree with him though. Or I don't know like what he was insinuating, you know, because I wasn't saying that Kambosos did anything other than say and look good.
No.
So I want that to be clear because it's like, you know, I know he's trying to make a joke like, oh, all it takes is Kambosos. I'm not saying that Kambosos had the power. I'm saying he's intelligent, that he took certain opportunities to get the speedy media spotlight.
And you told me the other day, you told me this off camera, and you might have even, you know, said it on camera, but I know you told me off camera. We were in the car, and you was like, yo, if Bill gets to go, George is going to seem like some great guy because he fucking said it, and people are really going to think that it's because of George that Bill, was able to be there, when in reality it's just shout out to them top ranked lawyers.
Yep.
Shout out to the top
Bill
ranked
definitely
lawyers.
told us that they had them top rank hired guns on that shit. We got K Boxing DC.
Hey, what's up, Ness?
What it do, Buenos Dias?
All right. Yeah, I'm just looking at these two fights. Have y'all checked out the judges that's been assigned to this Haney fight?
Yes. Bill actually gave us those names, but I don't remember them shits.
Yeah, you got Zoltan and Harold Hardini and Benoit. And I'm kind of giving Benoit Russell a thumbs up because he at least on the Prograis fight with Josh Taylor, I think he was the one on that one. He at least called that fight a draw if nothing else. But afterwards he said he actually feels like that Prograis won the fight. So I think he may be somebody that may be a good fit for Devin on this fight. And then, Cardini, man, I mean, they ain't really saying too much about him. I don't even know how much experience he had. I know he was on a Katie Taylor fight a long time ago. This Zoltan guy, I think that's somebody they better watch out for because some of his decisions in the past ain't been good at all. But anyway, big ups to Gary Antoine getting another, homie here, getting another ex-champion to do his thing with. I'm almost certain he's going to knock this guy out. And Cool Boy Steph, by decision all day long. You know what I mean? That whole thing with Kambosos, it was all a setup, Ness, from the beginning. They held Bill back to the last minute.
Thank you for calling in, champ. Remember, minute 25, you want Mo.
So I have a question. Since now that Bill's going back, or he's allowed to go, is this something that he has to pay for, or is this something that the promotion?
Well, the promotion should have been handling the flight and arrangements from the beginning. It should be included in everything. I got Julius,
and I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if they didn't, I'm sure Devin would gladly pay $10,000 to fly his father business class last minute and get him a room for 2 nights. I'm sure that at this point it's just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it should be top ranked.
Lakeland, Florida. Julius, what up?
What's up, fellas, man? Y'all doing an excellent job. Love
Thank
your
you,
show.
bro.
I always said I was 3 years ago. I was in the shelter listening to your show. Now it's much better, so you already know.
Oh man, God bless, brother.
That's a blessing, brother.
Man, y'all kept me going. It was crazy. I had this little situation. It was crazy. People were there. What I do at night, I have y'all show on, put my headphones on, and just make it go from there. But I'm calling about this fight, man. I'm very excited about this Devin Haney versus Kambosos fight. I think this is excellent for Devin. He was able to go over there for a while without his father. He was able to actually talk without his father. I'm seeing him grow, showing his own personality. So Kambosos, and I've been watching Kambosos. He's tough, man. He's going to give a fight. He's going to give a fight, so we need Haney to win 8-4 to get that dub to bring it back to America. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate the call, man. And, hope everything, bro. That's crazy to get those calls and know that we able to impact and help people, go through things that we all go through.
So who is that, Danny?
Ness, who was that? That was a Blog Talk call.
Oh no, I meant for Discord because it's your guy.
Oh, that's my boy Omar.
Omar,
the great one.
Yo, what's going on, Ness? What's going on, Danny? How we doing today?
Sensational, bro.
Love to hear it, man. So, you know what else I love to hear? The fact that Bill's allowed to go over, man. Although we all know he should have been in Australia a long time ago, and this shouldn't have just been allowed now. But in terms of the fight, I think it will be a big boost, especially with how close to the fight it is. And I think that, the feel-good mood that's probably going on now will probably carry over to the fight. But in terms of if it affects the fight itself, I personally don't think so. I mean, I've got this fight as a 9-3 fight to Devin. I think Kambosos will probably take the last 3 simply because, you know, the judges are bored of just ticking Haney's box every round. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say now that, you know, Bill's gonna, because of Bill going over, I think Haney knocks him out. But yeah, I can't wait till the fight. I think it's gonna be a good one. And let me just end it by saying this. Ain't no sunshine when the great one's gone, and you know it won't be long till I'm back on TBV.
Shout out, Omar. We got in the 314 St. Louis Red. Shout out to St. Louis Red for the fat $10 Cash App yesterday. We appreciate you. Buenos dias.
Look, what's going on, family? I just wanted to say, I've never seen a turnaround for myself personally within the past 12, 13 months. I became a huge George Kambosos fan for how he was carrying himself before the Teofimo Lopez fight.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did in the fight. And then within 12 months, he threw all that shit away. Like I really do not like this guy. I'm rooting for Haney. I mean, I don't really need to root for him because I think he's going to take care of business. But I am rooting for a late round stoppage. I mean, a late fourth quarter, somewhere between 10, 11, 12. That's what I'm rooting for. That's my call, fam.
Appreciate the call. Bro, it's crazy that he said that because I've heard of that from a lot of people, Ness. I don't know about yourself, but I've heard of that from a lot of people. And
I mean, he got cocky, bro. Just like Tio. I hope it doesn't happen to Devin. Those belts have been changing these guys drastically.
I see. Who we got next, Ness?
In the 314, that was St. Louis Red. If you're on Blog Talk and you feel like we haven't gone to you, it's because you haven't pressed 1, so you're just like there waiting all by your lonesome.
Absolutely. I know we do have a lot of super chats. Do you remember the last one you left off
Take
on?
it from the top, bro. Go to the beginning, bro.
All right. Well, we got Boozy from Broward with a $2 super chat saying, check your DM, Ness. Chon Gill with a $10 super chat. He says, everybody needs to hit that like button and support. Keep up the great work, fellas. Yes, please smash the like button. Please subscribe. We did hit 143,000. So I just want to say congratulations to you, Ness, and congratulations to the community for helping us grow and helping us, help grow and expand the show and get to where we need to be. J3 Navarro with a $2 super chat. He says, Haney fans said it didn't matter. Now it matters. Okay. Arizestro with a $10 super chat. Glad they're letting Bill in. It was ridiculous. He wasn't allowed in the first place. Still rocking with George, though. All love to TBV. Keep up the work. See? $2 versus a $10. One's a hater and one is not. Big boy Patek.
Why is he a hater? Because he picked the other side.
Nah. It was his comment. Big boy Patek, $4.99. Danny versatile as fuck with the translation fire emoji. Shout out to the Almanac trophy emoji. No, shout out to you, Big boy Patek. We do appreciate the support, and I am trying. So, cut me a little bit of slack. Cournal with a $2 super chat, at least in a different currency, but shout out to you regardless. He says, yo, good vibes on here, good content, liking the channel. No thank you, champ, for the support, and hope you subscribed. Oscar Palacios with a $2 super chat says, yo, Danny, where you get that hat? Hashtag TBV. I actually saw a couple people asking about the hat, and I want to give a huge shout out to our friends
Turn
over
to the side.
Over at Foodie Fits. I'm actually gonna take it off and show it off, and right here, Foodie Fits, happy and healthy. So shout out to our people with the Las Vegas logo. It's not an upside down LA, it's really Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So shout out to
LV.
Repping the 702, the 725. They just added a second area code in the last couple of years. So the 725. So shout out to Foodie Fits for getting us together. And
yeah, man, we've been staying. I've been pretty disciplined with my meals, eating them, but I'm definitely gonna tell them they gotta upgrade me on the dinner. They wilding with that lean dinner shit. It was literally 3 little pieces of steak on a bed of like peas and shit.
What you had, the chimichurri?
Yeah.
That's just good though, wasn't it?
But it's light.
Yes, it is light.
It's dumb light. Like they wowing how light that shit is.
R. West with a $2 super chat. He says the chat tore Bones up. He wasn't honest with himself. I don't know how he wasn't.
And I don't know what they tore him up about. Did you see anything?
CYP counterpunch.
Counter.
Yo,
what's up?
What up?
All right, let me say this. I got to do my daily rant, and this is a serious one because they always are. Kambosos said this is America versus Australia. We've seen Kambosos fight probably 2 or 3 times. Devin Haney's father comes on here, lights up the show, comes whenever we need him. We've seen Devin Haney fight 5 to 10 times. Devin Haney is an American star. Kambosos is not. The fact that anybody, that this show should be 90% in favor of Devin Haney. Why? Because Kambosos made it that way. I understand some of y'all liked him for beating TL. Cool. They ain't got shit to do with Devin. Y'all seen the way he acted accordingly. He did not act accordingly towards this fight. Y'all still rocking with Kambosos. None of that shit makes sense. This is why CYP gets on your ass. This is the one time where we should all be behind Devin Haney. This ain't Wilder Fury. This ain't Canelo Bivol. This is Devin Haney, one of our own guys who supports this show. We should be behind this motherfucker on the real. If I can go to Australia, I would have went. All praises due. TBV, this is for us. When he win that belt, it's for us. One of the dudes that we have here, talk about every day, finally gonna be undisputed. Charlo ain't here, he undisputed. Canelo ain't here, he undisputed. But Devin Haney is a part of this show, and he about to be TBV's real first undisputed champion. CYP out.
Yeah.
that's probably been my favorite CYP call.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys got to understand that because we as the hosts are pro Devin and have been because of our videos, we've been covering him since he was 12. Devin haters come here too, because that's how it was. I was pro Wilder, so Wilder haters come here too because they know where to find, they know where to find where we're at. So it's not. So when he looks at the chat, he's like, oh, y'all supposed to be loving Devin since he's here every day. You got to remember this. Some of these dudes are not even subscribed. They're just here to troll. Like, so that's like some people just love to roll. But damn, phone lines litty.
For
like
sure.
a fat girls.
Rue in the
Dawn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Rue in the 504. What up?
What's going on today, fellas? What's happening?
What up?
Happy belated to you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
I think that we have 2 fights this weekend that are going to be a lot tougher than a lot of people are thinking. And I'm going to go on record that both end in upsets. Kambosos and Roman are going to really pull off something spectacular this weekend. I just have a feeling about that. Don't know why. Sounds crazy, but that's what I'm going with. I mean, just once again, the Untitled video, that was fantastic. I'm really, really proud of you guys for just constantly putting out Patreon content. That was a big issue I had when I signed up with you guys years ago, but I mean, I got no complaints.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem. Everybody enjoy the weekend, the fights, and stay safe.
Make sure to call in Sunday, bro.
Sure thing, Danny.
All right. Swift out in the 813.
Mic check.
1 2 1 2.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, happy Friday, fellas. Happy Friday. We are finally at one of the most anticipated days of fight week. How y'all feeling today?
Straight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bill done got in by the grace of Allah. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely big ups. And hey, man, y'all should have played that soundbite for that last dude. Fuck this guy. And that Canelo soundbite, because he sound crazy. 2 upsets. Cool Boy and the Dream upset. Come on, man. That just sounds bonkers. Be too much skill on both sides of that street right there. I don't get it. But hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Never mind that. On to another talk. Shout out to all my brothers in the back call. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of step by step with CYP here. You know what I'm saying? We should definitely all be pro Devin Haney. Fuck the trolls. You know what I'm saying? Catch me on the back call. And yeah, man, y'all boys have a happy Friday, and I'm definitely looking forward to these fights, man. One time for Cool Boy, one time for the Dream. We bringing them all back to America, man. Let's do it, man. TBV for life. Let's do it.
All right, appreciate the call. Who is that, Austin? Who we got next?
That is Davidian.
Davidian. What is up?
I'm healthy, strong, and about to knock Earl Spence out in Jesus' name. I'm bringing the whole church.
SDS Promotion.
You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day.
I got the whole Christian congregation behind me.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
In Jesus' name.
And we all know God only made one thing perfect, and that's my boxing ring.
Hey, what's good? Can y'all hear
What
me?
up?
What's up, Danny? What's up, Ness? Happy belated birthday again. Happy birthday to Mr. CYP. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Mrs.
rooting for Devin. Yeah,
Oh, my bad. All right, go ahead.
that's what at least I hope I said that. I thought I did, but yeah, I've been rooting for Devin Haney. So just the fact that his dad can come over there now is great. I can't wait to see what happens. That's a big fight. And he's so young too. Like I kind of forget about how young he is,
23.
like 23, and can become undisputed. That's nice. So I'm rooting for him to bring them belts back to the United States. So yeah, great night of fights. The Danny Roman and I got Cool Boy stuff. Yeah, sorry I haven't called in a minute. Great interviews you guys do. So I have been watching. I'm always watching, always listening. So great show. God bless all y'all. God bless all the callers. That's my call.
Appreciate you, champ. Hawk in Maryland.
Hawk, what up?
What time is it? What time?
Hawk in Maryland.
Tommy, I can knock you out, man.
Holy shit.
Good try.
Holy
Good try.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Great show. Yes. Dan and Brandon. I'm out.
SDS Promotion.
Hawk, what up?
What up?
Hey, ain't too much. I'm driving. I had to pull over. Hey man, that's great. First of all, yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Ringwalk?
What up?
Ain't too much. Great Friday to all of both of you guys, and it's a happy Gemini month and still Gemini season. But what I was about to say, hey, Bill Haney coming. That's great. But I had already got the notion in my mind that Kambosos is too head blown like Tio was. And the fact that the All of the event is coming back to his spot and everything, I think his edge was when he was fighting guys, he was going to their space. So I got Devin Haney knocking him out about round 7. That's what I'm standing on. I got Devin Haney taking him out. Especially with his father coming back, you know, the whole vibe. So I got Devin Haney stopping Kambosos. And one other fighter y'all was talking about.
Fulton.
I went to, huh?
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about Fulton.
Fulton, yeah, that's the one. I was going to ask you who's the other fight this weekend. Fulton, yeah, that dude right there. I want to see that fight. Is that going to come on at the same time? Are they doing it?
Should be right
Do y'all
before.
know?
Should be right before.
Okay. Well, everybody hit that like, hit the subscribe. I'm gonna check that Fulton fight out. Man, press the like button. It's amazing how many people be on the show on a daily basis, man. Just can't hit the like button. It don't cost nothing. Hit the like button, subscribe, TBV, #1. I'm out.
All right. Big Jeff, what up?
Jeff.
Gotta accept. Jeff, do you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. I like that interview
that day with Rashidi Ellis. I got a question for Ness. Why he doesn't want to see the Boots and Keith fight, but he want to see Ennis and Keith?
Hold on, what?
My question for Ness is that Ness doesn't want Boots to fight Keith, but he wants Ennis to fight Keith. He says that would be a good fight. I want to know like why it'll be the same thing. Ennis, I think, got way more superior skills than Keith, and probably is gonna knock him out just like Boots will knock him out. So wouldn't that be feeding up to like a hungry up and coming line? Like why?
Oh, he's saying Ellis, but he means Ellis. He means Ellis, but he's saying Ennis. I'm like, how the fuck is Keith fighting the same person? No, but I'm just asking Ellis. I'm just asking Ellis, would he take a Thurman fight? But I don't know if Thurman will take an Ellis fight. And Thurman might take an Ellis fight because Ellis coming off a 2-year layoff. So it's different. Ellis ain't Ennis, who's active and killing shit.
Yeah, you're right. But my take on Devin Haney versus Kambosos, now that his dad is there, I think the doctor's probably gonna stop the fight with a bad cut, like round 10. I think it's gonna be a beating, and it's gonna be one-sided. It's gonna be a good fight till it's not. Devin's gonna take over, and it's gonna be a beating. Doctor stoppage. That's my call. Thank you, guys. Sorry, what was that, sir?
All right, appreciate it. Yeah, that shit had me confused for a little bit. LV Slugger, what up?
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Bomber. I want a body, and he gonna be the body. The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
Was he right?
LV Slugger.
CBV, y'all hear me?
What up? You.
What up? Yeah, man. Nice little weekend of boxing, man. Jam-packed weekend of boxing. But shout out to the Haney team, man. They got Bill over there. I definitely expect Devin especially get the job done. I was already expecting to put on a masterclass performance, but with his dad being over there to motivate him, the man that been in his corner from the beginning, like a lot of people been saying, we might see a stoppage, man, around that same late 10 through 12 range, man. The doctors won't step in, the daddy might stop it, Jim Kambosos. So, I think Devin Haney just going to put on a master class, man, and get the job done. I think his dad being over there is definitely going to have him motivated, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like it's definitely a lot of hate with Devin, he flashy with it. And hopefully when he get the job done, come back over here, more belts, more cars, more jury, more money, more Instagram bitches. You know what I'm saying? Keep making these haters mad. And that's a big part of why Floyd was able to be the big star he was. Even though he had a big fan base, he had a lot of haters. So keep doing what you're doing and keep making these haters come, man. But yeah, that's my call.
Appreciate the call, LV Slugger. Stainless, what's up?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king, undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
What up?
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, we can.
All right, yeah, man, sorry.
Can't hear you. Take off the headset. Go to the next caller. My Gene Bed.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to call in yesterday, so give me Ogawa, Cool Boy, and Devin for the wins. I also cash apped yesterday. I don't know if you guys got to it or
I
not.
did.
You did? Yeah, I thought Danny's idea was whack. I like my T-shirt better.
Haney de lo mío.
De lo mío. De lo mío. Yo, but you also said you were talking about Damian Lillard and supporting Dev, but Carl Anthony Towns is always talking about Shakur. And wasn't Shaq at the last fight as well?
Yes.
I thought he was.
Yes. Well, I don't know about the last fight. I know he was in Atlanta and he's been to a couple. But I think with everything, for one, it being international, right? With it being international, and then obviously, I couldn't go. So there's people, it's not as easy, as some of these other places. So that's why I just wanted to highlight that, because it's not as easy as going to New York or going to Atlanta or going to Vegas. It's there's a lot that.
Man, you're sorry, Dan. Yeah, you're spot on. I didn't take that into account. That is a big deal. But yeah, that being said, I think Shakur does have support. I think I don't know. I think he's up there with Ryan in popularity. I don't know about doing a million with Tank, but I think Shakur and Tank could do 750 easy. Same thing with Ryan. But yeah, shout out to Dev, shout out to Bill. Definitely an inspiring story, and I love the fact that they're always on here supporting you guys. Great job, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Mayimbe. Appreciate it. Austin, who we got next?
We have got JT2X.
JT2X.
While he connects, I got Brandon Lenz, who's a member for 16 months at the champ level. Shout out to Brandon, even though he worked. We'll be right back to you. Hold on one moment. Even though he works with us, he's still a YouTube member at the champ level. Shout out to Canna. Even though he works with us, he's still a $60 Patreon, which is bigger than a Boomerang and a Ringer. So shout out to both of them for still being part of the community while working with us. But Brandon sends a message that says, there is no man at 130 to 140 with the average power that's going to beat no damn Tank Davis. Cut the shit. That's Devin, even though you don't want to believe it. Go to the caller. Hello.
Yeah, what up, TBV? I called in yesterday, too. And I want to say, I think with Bill Haney being there, all I'm going to say is bet the under. Stop it. I think Devin is going to get him out of there. Easy. So I'm saying bet the under. And the Tank and Ryan, I think by themselves, like just them two, they could get 750. But I think if they promote it right, like Floyd and Oscar, they out there, promoting that shit, world tour, they can get $1 million.
Yeah, I agree. With the right promotion and the tour, you do it the right way. I agree.
And I also have a question. After Devin, get these belts and win, do you think he's going to get the respect he deserves from the boxing world? Like, the actual respect he deserves?
More than likely.
You think so?
I mean, everybody else did. Charlo did. Taylor did. Crawford did. Like, what do you...
And if Tank is, they say Tank so-called pound for pound for beating Rolly, after Devin beats Kambosos, where did that put him?
I mean, it's all automatic pound for pound. He's undisputed, bro.
I agree. I agree.
But,
all right.
But that's all I got to say.
Appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
James Payne is my name, partner. How about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
It's me checking in from the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy James Payne, Mr. Lethal himself. And you know, like I know, the best part of waking up, TBV in my cup, always. And shout out to the TBV alumni made this slogan world famous. Yo, I'm calling in for one reason and one reason only, and that's to offer my sincere support, enthusiasm, and love for the Dream Team, DHP. Let's go. Mr. Bill Haney, I hope that you have swift, safe travels across those waters to that foreign land. Young man Devin Haney, we appreciate your patronage and your business partnership at TriStar Boxing very much so. You've blessed us to be able to feature some of your young fighters on our cards, and we are ever so thankful and grateful for you giving us that opportunity and that privilege to present that platform for your young and up and coming fighters, sir. And we wish you all of the support and all of the success that is just due to you. We know firsthand you have been fighting hard to get this opportunity that's being presented to you, and they're making you jump through all type of bullshit hoops, and they're playing all types of mind games. But stay focused, sir, and win those belts and take your rightful place as the undisputed, unchallenged champion at 135, sir. You have my complete support. And with that being said, y'all know what this is. This is the illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the entire galaxy. And that's the third rock from the sun astrologically. And I am James Payne Lethal, the blue collar bully on my blue collar grind, getting back to it. We're going to holler at y'all. TBV for life.
Appreciate it, James Payne. Big Fish Vega. What up?
Let the little fish go so that we can catch the big fish later.
I'm the big dog at the welterweight division.
WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world.
At the end of the day, I'm a way better fighter than Terrence Crawford.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Me and Terrence Crawford on this side of the street.
We cleaning our side of the street, then we coming after Crawford.
60-40 or 70-30, whatever we give them.
Say something else. Say something else.
Big Fish Vega.
Big Fish Mafia. It ain't a movement, it's a lifestyle.
SDS Promotions.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yo.
Hey, man, I just want to give a big shout out to BH the Great. I'm very glad to hear that he's making his way over there. Also, man, I see a lot of South Floridians are calling in, so I'd love to see that as well. Just want to give my prediction on the fights that's happening on Saturday. I've been watching a lot of Kambosos' last couple fights. Man, he has some real sharp counters, very fast hands. I really like his left hook and right hand as well, how he uses it. He can lead with it, counter with it. But I did notice Mickey Bay seemed to control him with that jab at times. And Lee Selby's, using his footwork as well, made his offense mute. And I feel Devin Haney has those attributes and in a higher level as both of those fighters. So I'm looking at a 9-3 decision. If the judges give that, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I do expect Haney to win a clear, unanimous decision. When it comes to Fulton and Daniel Roman, I really like Fulton, man. I've seen him fight different styles in the ring, off the back foot, coming forward. But I just think Daniel Roman is a real true technician, and I think he's going to edge this fight out. Maybe I should just say what the Rolly fans were saying. It's just a feeling. And I can't wait to see David Morrell put in that work, and I hope he gets Benavidez next. I expect him to beat Benavidez. That's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all.
Stainless again. Remember, for those asking, the new Cash App is the Boxing Voice with the number 1. So that's THABOXINGVOICE number 1.
So you can hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, when I'm driving, I'm gonna be on Bluetooth. I'm not gonna hold my phone to dry. You know what I mean? But thanks for coming back to me. Like I said, I didn't get the call in yesterday, so I want to give my prediction on the Steph Fulton and Roman. I disagree with Vega. I think that Fulton's probably still gonna do what he does. He's shown that he's able to get in there with any style and do what it takes to win. So I'm expecting for him to edge this out. And man, I just want to echo what CYP was saying before. I guess I'm a hater because I hate haters, especially for this weekend. If you've been calling into this show, supporting the show, whether you like Haney, Bill Haney or not, guys constantly here, you know what I'm saying, and willing to answer every question you give. And this will be TBV's first undisputed champion. So get behind your champion, especially if you're over here in the U.S. Be, you know what I'm saying, be Kambosos fan in secret, you know what I'm saying. If Kambosos win, then you go ahead and celebrate I told you so on a Sunday show. But when Devin Haney win, you know what I'm saying, then you can realize just what it is to be part of that American dream. I got to get back to work, though. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace, fellas.
All right. Who's next?
We have PD.
PD. What up? Danny, what time is the weigh-in?
It'll be 5 p.m. Pacific for us today.
Friday?
Friday for us, so it'll be obviously Saturday.
Can we book that?
Yeah.
There's not going to be anybody here.
You guys suck.
Yep.
Who's that?
How you doing? It's Petey, man, from New York, but in ATL now. How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Big time fan. Congratulations on the show. Y'all progress. It's inspiring. Happy to see two gentlemen doing their thing and things that they love doing.
Thank you.
And we appreciate y'all.
We appreciate
I
you.
just wanted to say, thanks, man. I want to say great coverage, great analysis on this fight. I agree with y'all that I think Devin should pull this out 8-4, even if more of a blowout if he doesn't get into that. I'm trying to prove my power shit, you know? If he boxes well, sticks to his strengths, I think that hurting him is going to come naturally. But he needs to stick to what he does and not try to get caught up in that. Also, just wanted to shout out, since I'm from New York, I love the Shoo interview. And it kind of brought up a question, but that's something I went over with him and asking about like the whole amateur and pro trainers. And it made me think about somebody else who was stable in Brooklyn, which is Chris Colbert, and how he stayed with Sosa. Like, I was thinking of y'all, like, when I think about where he's at in his career, his skill set, and his training, and what he got to do to stay in the mix for the big fights, and who you think he could, like, potentially mix it up with.
Chris was training himself, you know, like Arellano wasn't going to Florida, you know, Chris was in Miami. So, you know, maybe Chris got a little overconfident. Maybe he need to get back to the roots. We'll see, man. He's calling out people. We'll see, can he get back in the mix. We got Stonebone in Colorado. What up?
What up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Straight. Good morning.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to reiterate on a few points, man, about the young guy, Lord Devin Haney. You know what I mean? That just shows you that the respect and love he got for his dad, that he was saying, look, I got it if you coming or not. That's the type of shit, that's the type of stuff you want your kids to be able to feel comfortable. I know he was anxious and all that, but I'm expecting great things. And one of the great things was watching that all of that stuff going on, all of the media going on. And when you look behind Devin Haney, you know what you saw? You saw DHP on the walls, on the placards next to Top Rank. You saw Devin Haney promotion. The boy is bossing up in the future right now. We still stuck in the past, hoping and praying that the judges be fair to him. He ain't leaving it in their hand. It's going to be a clear, decisive win. And I'm expecting great things from the young man. I'm expecting great things. And I see Bob already talking about next year, Devin and Shakur. You know what I mean? Like, Tank, you better get in this mix, man. You better tell Floyd to press these dudes, because these young boys, they're going to fuck around and run past you. Shakur and Devin is on some shit. You ain't even seeing grown men willing to lead the turf to go get what they want. It's people telling him he shouldn't have did it. Congratulations to him for doing it.
All right. Man.
That's everybody. Let's double check these super chats.
Yes, I do have one that we didn't get to, and I'll refresh. We got Oscar with a $5. We got a couple. Oscar with a $5 says, let the haters come aquí. Bro, why would you do both languages? Let the haters come or come aquí hay queso para los ratones. Let's go, Haney, about to put on a masterclass. And he's basically saying, let the haters come here. We have cheese for the rats. Let's go, Haney. About to put on a masterclass. Sway with his $5 saying, shout out to TBV for getting me through this morning flight. Great weekend of boxing ahead of us. Fulton UD and Haney UD. Definitely great weekend of fights. Looking forward to them. And shout out to you, champ. Hopefully you get to wherever you're going in a safe manner. Wakandan Tax Collector with a super chat saying, quote, now's the time to hate, end quote. And he's saying Canelo haters saying that. And then Big Nick with his 2 British pounds. And we know what we say about the small super chats. Wham, bam, thank you, Cam Belter, staying in Australia.
Big Nick said that?
Yeah.
Hate is real. He ain't even from Australia.
But that's all. We out.
He from the UK. You a traitor, just like your man Kambosos.
Catch us tomorrow morning for a different version of. Or are we going tomorrow morning, champ? Fuck, today's Friday.
Going tomorrow morning for what?
Oh, tomorrow, 1 p.m.
1 o'clock, we're doing Asiago, and we might confirm a weigh-in show. The engineers are working in the background to see do we have an available body to man the show so we could do a weigh-in show. It's a huge fight. Yeah. But look, we're out.